The hell? Am I live? What the fuck just happened? Did you guys see that? I'm so confused. I think I'm live. Well, that was weird. That was scary. I see people. I can't read it. Oh man. All right, yeah, okay. Well, that was weird. I was live prior to this for 22 seconds, and I was scared. I thought I got the axe again for no reason. Yeah. Is you still sick? Yeah, I am still sick. What's up, Justin? Drop. Josh is here. Fog. Sup, bow. Desert's here. He said I tried twice too. No show. See? What's up, Desert? Sick as dog. Yes, Alonzo. Alonzo, before I forget. Bro, if I had hair, I would fly down to Florida and get a cut from you. Your fades are crazy. I was looking at them. I was like, damn. So, yeah, you are a master barber. What's up, Robert? Desert says YTB Shadow. Yeah. Oh, no, I know that from January. You know, December, January of last year almost. I've been getting it. So, yeah, I know about it. I've been saying it, too, forever. And people don't believe me until it happens to them, right? What's up, Dusty? Okay, I'm live. Let's see. You're up again. Great. Yeah, it was really weird. If you look at there, I have a live for 22 seconds. Pete was having a behind the scenes moment. I was. Yeah, I was. Yeah. Thank God I'm not. I didn't get the axe. So, what's up, Fly? Coda says that was very weird, right? See, so you were there too. Hey, Drop, how you doing? Hey, Fish, Fly, everyone's saying hi. Alonzo said appreciate. Of course. I was like, God damn, it's like a perfect fade. Black hair, white hair, every hair. But Alonzo, I didn't see no Oriental head yet. So you need to get some Orientals in there. Oh, I mean Mexicans. Yeah, Mexicans. Who here? Let's see. I'm good, Robert. I'm just still sick. Let's see. Everyone's saying hi. What's up, Foggy? Oh, look at Froggy's here. Jorge says, is the background real? Yes, it's real. I think Alonzo's in Florida. I could be wrong. Yes, he is in Florida. DeWalt says, are Hector from Yes, I am Hector. Do I really look like Hector? Because that's a compliment. You're like the 17th person that said it, so I'm going to take it. California banning Glocks. Yes, Eli, it sucks. Thank God I'm not there. Kevin says, you look like Yakuza. Looking right. He says, I look like Yakuza boss. Thank you. I've been saying that forever. So if you guys are new in here, like and subscribe. We are trying to get to 11K today. We're not going to get it, but we can set the goals high, right? You know. Bruce, what's up, Bruce? Bruce, I was starting to watch some of your videos, and then I got distracted with something else with the family, but I have it ready to go. Tim says, ni hao. What's up, Tim, my brother? Cash says, you got a Puerto Rican in the house? Yes, I do. Me, I'm Mexican. Oh, unless Cash is Puerto Rican, I like it. I'll take my son down to town to get a fresh mullet fade. Justin, his shit is nice. Bait Whacker. Bait Whacker. Shout out to Bait Whacker. Because he just subbed. Fucking God, I love you guys. Yes, they are real, everybody. So I'm going to skip those comments because they are real. If you don't believe me, just go to my channel. And if you don't believe the channel, that just means I got a great FX guy and a sound guy. What's up, J6? Rocio says, nice guns. Thank you. Thank you. Hagan says, yo. Dusty says, Pete, just bought a new gun, a Tech 9. Unfortunately, because of the way the law is read, it's not fully automatic. But you still got a Tech 9. Dusty, I'll take that all day long. Froggy gives you the gigs. I love it. Kevin says, the butter. What's up? What's going on, brother? Shock is up. Mohammed says, I make cowboy hats, chaps, leather, other stuff. You might know anyone might be interested in buying or for yourself. I'm a cowboy, baby. Not yet. Bruce says, I got to 53 last night, but down to 46 today. See? God, they are really messing with us, right, Bruce? They are really messing with us. Mohammed says hi. Isaiah's new to the channel. What's up, Isaiah? Fly's here? Did I miss that? I am going through them fast. I am not going to be behind 2 hours like before. But I am looking at them all. I'm just not going to actually read them. Gosh, I'm horsey right now. Let me see. It's time! Oh, I can do it. It took a lot out of me. Let's see. A08 says, no, the Pack-a-Punch ray gun is where we draw the line. Where's your Juggernaut? Fucking, I do need a Juggernaut, don't I? That thing is a torch, by the way. It is a torch. It shoots a torch about that big. Mohammed, we know you make stuff. Can you quit that shit? Unless you like and subscribe. Bruce says, what's up, Mrs. Pete? Everyone's saying hi to each other. I love it. No mullets. They are effing awful. Yes, drop. But if your son wants a mullet, let's not say that, okay? Let's just tell him it's nice. Someone says, I just farted so hard and loud that it scared the shit out of my dog. Poor guy felt the bed shake and then bounce. So you don't know. You don't even know how to fart. I can teach you. Just wait. Ask them. Ask everyone here who's a master of farts. Who looks into your souls? Oh, Fog says, double tap that oriental face. Try it. See what happens. You ain't got enough guns, brother, says Slim Soul. I know. I'm working on it. I am going to get up there. Tim says he's okay. Drop says, was ugly back in the day, still are now. Oh, God, Drop is vicious. He's vicious. Kay says, can you show me the baddie thing? Baddie ring. Well, I could grab it off the wall, but I'm scared. If I touch that gun, I'll get instantly banned. So I'm not going to do it. I'll donate to Pete's Assless Chaps Fund. Fly says, you don't want no smoke with Pete in the fart game. See? Thank you, Fly. Thank you. Drop, could you see Pete with the mullet? Send me your Insta, says Mohammed. What for? John says, what do you think of a 9mm Smith & Wesson? John, I love them. I have a 9mm competitor right there, a 9mm M2.0 right there. I don't know that. No, that's a 380. Never mind. Let's see. Mohammed says, I'm looking for a black felt. Hey, there you go. Dusty's looking. Mohammed, see? Mohammed. Dusty is interested in something right there. What's up, Car Hub? What's the most expensive gun you have, says C? It'd be my Staccato XC. Mrs. Pete is right here. Mohammed, get a new GIMP suit. Oh, I got negative Batman. What? Drop. Yeah, no, negative for real. No. Car Hub, like and subscribe. B says, I was just thinking about farts. I haven't eaten yet today, though. Like, I haven't, eaten. So, I don't feel it. Usually, I'm like this. If you see me sitting like this, I'm either really cold or I'm making something. My guts are making something. It's not making anything right now. And then he goes, David says I, and B goes, then I landed here to the best fart channel. But I can't. Oh, I'm going to let you guys down. But just know that when I look into your soul, it's coming. Wolf says, smallest man alive. Bet, cuh. 3 goes, yeah, cuh. Oh, wait, where's Froggy? He could be in a cuh game, too. Tim says, no, man. Pete farts seeps through the walls, invents the house, puts everyone to sleep, and I give people pink eye. Upright Tactical, what's up? What's up, Pete, master of farts? Bruce, thank you for the super, brother. Hey, ni hao. Thanks for getting subs. Well, let's get you some more back. You see that super from Bruce Banner? That $2 super? That's an advertisement. So, in the gun game, it's hard to grow. It is. For little guys like us, it's really hard to grow. So, after you subscribe to me, just hit his name and subscribe to Bruce too. Because he has good content. He's just starting out and he doesn't have a lot of subs. So, help a brother out. Me too. I'm an Oriental brother, and I think Bruce is white, so he's a white brother. So subscribe to him as well. Let's get him the subs he lost back. I lost 9 yesterday. So Bruce, I lost 9. So I'm a little ahead of you, but yeah, I lost some. Cheesy says nice guns. Bad Santa says we know you like the pew pews. What do you have? Any swords? Yeah, swords are up there. I got swords. I don't know what that's from, but that's from an anime, but it's a real blade. Throwing stars. Yep, throwing stars are right there. Battle range right there. Long range right there. I got everything! And best yet, I have the Blades of Chaos. Why do you guys care about these other dumb weapons when the Blades of Chaos is right there? You don't know what that is. I would look him up. Josh says, Master of pushing way too hard. What's your favorite gun, says Adrian. Probably by MPX. Hi, Bruce gang. There's his at, the Bruce Banner 6149. And you know why you're at it? Froggy has a channel. Let's grow him too. You know, we're going to grow people tonight. That's the topic at hand. We're going to grow people. So we're going to grow Bruce. We're going to grow Froggy. It sounds kind of weird. It's not a reach around. Yes, let's reach around and help each other out. Let's help him out. You know, let's get him up there. Okay? So, who else? Oh, and since we're talking about Bruce, a man that doesn't need it, the Jiminy Show. Let's hook him up too. And I'm forgetting people. I know I am. Froggy says range tomorrow. Probably not. You know, my dad's in a hospital, remember? But I'll let you know, Froggy. Pete needs a stick so he can stir that shit up. Send me your Insta. Yes. Let's see. I know you was asking me, says 3. Yeah, gang. It doesn't look right when I say it. I'm sorry. It's more like soup, but we're not going to get there. We're not going there. You guys are bad influences. Is this the real Bruce Banner? Yes, it is the real Bruce Banner. 4 more to go live, people. So if we get 4 more for Bruce Banner, he can go live. Let's just do it. I know I'm behind. I know he has them. Call him, subscribe. Thank you, brother. You know what I'm going to do from now on is I'm going to put, like, before I used to have my iPad back here and it'll show the subs, and I think you guys like seeing that go up, right? Thank you, Car Hub, again. Bruce, I can't help it. I'm weird. Rodrigo says, ray gun, or is it a Pizza Planet gun? Level out, just kidding. Also cool toy guns. That's the only gun that doesn't shoot a bullet. These are real. Drop says, oh, it's weird, Bruce. For show. Muhammad says, yo, Dusty. 3 goes, it's time! Do like and subscribe. Teep says, what's your thoughts on Mean Arms 9mm upper? I don't have a problem with it. You know, I don't know, because the most important thing of the upper is the barrel, you know, and the bolt. So if you're using a different bolt, that's going to work fine. As for accuracy, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Are they toys? No, they're real. I like things that grow, says 3. It's a little, yeah. There's Froggy's at right there. It's at Froggy Nelson 14. Okay? CarHub said he subscribed. See, CarHub subscribe. I love CarHub. I love the other hub too. I'm just saying, I'm Oriental. V says, how much you invest in your collection? V, I don't know. I really don't. Just in the back wall, people have tried to add it up, and they said 100 grand, just what you're looking at, not including the other side of the walls. So I don't know. Just says, all right, everyone, warm up your left hand and give the reach around. Haktu! It makes it less abrasive. People, don't be weird. That's weird. Fox is on it. 3 still here after all this time. Yes, Itachi. Oh shit, I forgot, brother. I'm sorry. Let me know how he's doing. I will. Oh, Fox is Haktu! I don't know what that means. It's just a sound when I get ready. James says, your favorite pistol. James, my favorite pistol. Truthfully, like, okay, so each pistol has a different, purpose. So, like, I love my Staccato XE. I do. And I love the way it looks. I have a Terry Tactical grips on it. The whole gun's about $7 grand. I like the C2 better. I shoot this one better than I shoot this one. Believe it or not. My doubles with this one is like, it's crazy. But yeah, and I mean, I do love them all. I love them all. So when I say a favorite, I just say that one because people like to see it. But, I'm always here, Tachi. Who are you? He's OG. Mohammed says, how much did you pay for the Blades of Chaos? $300. All day go bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. Wait, what? Did you guys throw a gang in there somewhere? Because I'm all for that. It's time. I can't believe I could say it. Man, it feels good to be back. Cody says, aftermarket Glock slides, what you think? I like them. I like the Norso slides, but they're very expensive. They're like, on average, $400 to $600 for a slide. Other than that, like, I have a Zev slide right here. Oh no, a Zafari. Where is it? I can't see. I have a Zafari slide right there. With the ported barrel, and I got that from AIM Surplus because they're having a sale on it. But that thing's sweet. Yeah, I have no problem with it. But the only thing is when you buy an aftermarket slide, sometimes there can be problems if the fitment isn't up to par, depending on where you buy the slide. So if you buy a slide from some no-name cheap-ass company, it might not cycle all the time. So just be careful. Drops says 3 wants to go watch Pinocchio. She wants to see Pinocchio lie a lot. Alonzo says, do they make an out-the-waist holster for a G3C? Yeah, of course they do. I know they do. I just don't know. I've never looked for one, Alonzo. So they make holsters for everything. And let's say for the rare occasion you can't find a holster for a gun, which the Taurus G3C is known. It's a known gun. Etsy, they custom make them all the time. And I actually, if you can't find one, I know a guy that custom made my holster for my Platypus when I had it. Because when I got the Platypus, there was no holsters for it. It was a brand new gun. So he custom made a nice one for me. Bruce said, I subbed to Froggy. Froggy, did you sub back to Bruce Banner? I think he will. He better. Froggy. Chris says, awesome collection. First time tuning in. Have been trying to decide PCC or AR pistol. Any thoughts? I would go PCC, but if you get it, if you get an AR pistol and you have a brace, then it's cool. You know, it's still a PCC. Or are you talking about like the 16-inch, like an MPX or a JP? You know, those are awesome. So either or is awesome. I love mine. Like, and then I chose to go with one of them. I chose to go with the FPC because it folds and it's fucking accurate as all shit. The Smith & Wesson. But if you're looking for an AR style, yeah, there's nothing wrong with them. I actually like them better than like the AR-15s. Upright says, hope you like rough hands. Moving along, Upright. Lithic says, are the Squatch Buckle 100 or what? I'm sorry, I don't speak medieval. Justin says, Alonzo, yes. Huckleberry's back. He says, dude, you sound so much like Bobby Lee. See, I almost take offense to that. Bobby Lee sounds like me. Pistol Pete worldwide. No fail ejects. No fail. I'm behind. Alonzo, even have some in Amazon as super. See? I got a silencer for my... can I get a silencer for my 9mm Glock? Yes, you can. You just need a threaded barrel. Common... Lithic says... D.I. Shagoose? Shagoose? Lithic, I love it. Eli says, I'm back! Welcome back, Eli. Huckleberry says, I have a full stock M&P... a stock full-size MP 45 and a stock Ruger EC9. Nice. The M&Ps are sweet. They are awesome. Alonzo says, it was a joke. What did Alonzo say again? Oh. You made me do all that for nothing, Alonzo. You got a Glock? Yes. I have a few Glocks. Bruce says, Cuckler will make you one. See, there's one right there. See, he knows one. Top prices paid, yes. Alonzo says, bust a custom holder for this XDM with the can wouldn't be bad. I got one, Alonzo. So if you need a holster, an out-the-band holster for a gun with a can, it's called a Hush holster. They're sweet. Well, how it works is it's an open holster and it is a light retention. So it connects to a light and it's level 2 also. Alonzo, I will bring it down next time. It's upstairs right now. Justin says, you still regret getting rid of the Platy? I do. I actually talked to someone about it a few days ago. Oh, can you guys subscribe to 3 Fighting Champions too? That's my wife and my kids' channel. So above everyone else I just mentioned, 3 first. That's my wife and my kids' channel. And then we can go Bruce, Froggy, and everyone else, okay? So subscribe to 3 Fighting Champion now, or I will end the live. Double tap that screen for Pistol Pete, says Bruce. Thank you. Are those real or BB? They're real. Can anyone help me? Yes, no. Which era is best under 3,000? Oh, God. Oh, God. BCM, Daniel Defense, Novisky, or Geisley. Well, the BCM's out the door. The BCM's awesome, but it's like it's an excellent rifle. But then if you're thinking about Geisley or Daniel or Novisky, those 3 are like real close together. Me personally, I'd go with the Geisley, but there's nothing wrong with the other 2. A lot of bang, 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 bangs here. Also, because you know G3 is so small, before I just got open carry, and people will, of course, want to open carry the... Oh, okay. Well, yeah. No, Trevor, don't be cocky. Wait, what? Don't be what? Why do you say that? What's love? That's weird. I can be cocky if I want. You know why? Because Nasty Nate and 3 say simultaneously, it's time to be cocky. Bao Lee, that's me. Who's being cocky? Me. Drop. Alonzo, the hood's going to be filled with G2C open carries. Wait. What about the hood heater? Tristan says you got a 44. Yes. Pete, do you have a Glock switch? Of course I do not, Vladimir. Those are illegal. And we're live. What are you... Eli says, I'm that person that subscribed to you that one time. Thank you, Eli. I'll never forget it. Kay says, oh, wow. Is there a pink gun? Is there a pink gun for... Yes, there is. There's one right there. There's a pastel pink right there. And there's a badass pink AR right there. Whoa, I'm not racist towards colors, people. Some of you guys are. Some of you guys just like black pistols. Trevor says, if you wear a belt, hear me out. You can use your coin pocket as a holster under the belt for your G2. I believe it. Trevor's laughing. Chris says, was thinking something for home defense, so wanted both stock and suppressor in a PCC or AR pistol, but wanted to keep it over like 24-28 inches. Pretty new to guns, so not sure if that's possible. Well, if you got... Why don't you just get like an MPX or MP5? There you go. No more. Just get one of those. And then you put a suppressor on it, and it's below, really close to 28 inches. But those are, like this is an MPX-K, and that's an MP5K. If you get the Ks, they're smaller. And they're accurate as all shit. Justin says, BCM, what is your most expensive gun? My Staccato XC. What are you talking about? I don't know. Can I get a shout out? Car Hub. Shout out to Car Hub. Pete, I'm 8 subscribers for 100. I would love 100 subscribers. And to those who don't know, Pete is on my page all the time shooting with me. I am. So, yeah. Like and subscribe. I love it. Thank you for the super. Let's get Froggy 8 more. I don't know if we can get that Froggy because I don't have many people in here. Tristan says, yo, Pistol Pete, do you have a 44 Magnum? Or I do have a 44 Magnum, Tristan. Huckleberry says, I could only dream of having a collection like yours, brother. Looks amazing, and I know it took a lot of work, hard work and dedication. It did. It did. Thank you. Yeah, and it wasn't overnight, guys. This takes a long time. All you have to do, seriously, is get one, then get two, and they can be low-end guns or budget guns or cheaper guns. You know, you don't have to get expensive guns. And let me tell you the secret. Do something to it and sell it for more. There'll be people that want it. Trust me. Didana says, gun bro, please, you're legendary. Thank you. Didana. I hope I said that right. Just a Glock FRT. Well, yeah. Trevor. Just says, fuck. I need to get an open carry for the yeet. Shit. Right. I need to go to the store. Oh, buy a drop. Eli says, it was the person that asked about the AR-15. Eli, I get a lot of people in here. I don't remember the conversations. I'm sorry. Unless it's, yeah. Trevor says, yep. Tristan says, damn, you must think the purges. You must think the purge. Yes, I do. Pink is my favorite. Says 3. Pose for me, baby. Sorry. Tristan says, damn, no, pink is my favorite. I like the tiger stripe. Justin, my Staccato XC, this one, used to be a rose gold tiger stripe. Alonzo says, a long time ago, I got arrested with the G2C. Know your gun laws. Don't do what I did. It costs a lot of time and money. We will follow in my Mexican brother Alonzo's footstep. Jay Blue says, what's up? What's up, Jay Blue? I haven't liked Taurus since. Well, I mean, that G2C is sentimental value. There's no price on that one. You can, Alonzo, if there's a story behind, you can never get rid of it now. There's a story behind it, right? 3, I'm looking for the cheapest one on Amazon now for a vid. You know who just reached out to me that wants me to do, what is it called? Not videos, but like not sponsored by them, but they want me to do videos on their products. Guess who? I said no. I really said no. Have you tried a Springfield Hellcat? Says Root Access. Yes, and I love it. It's a great gun. I don't have mine anymore because I went with the 365. I traded up. And I kind of wish I would have kept it. But I don't want to buy another one because I have mine still. And I have a Ross Martin now. So I like bigger guns. Treasure says, I don't like SIG, but it's nice to hear people not unnecessarily dump on them. Oh, yeah. I mean, I like all guns. You know, and there's people in here that are either fanboys to only one brand or they like a few brands. You know, whatever. We're all gun people. We should just respect that at least. Upright says, I can't find your other half YT channel. Oh, Upright, you just have to click on her name. Does this not work? I think Upright saw it. It's down there, Upright. I just looked down. 3 says, the secret is me. Wait, you need to go to bed. Just says, okay, tell him, give me a reach around and sub, and I'll make the video when it come in. Car Hub's gang. A lot of hearts. What's up, Norwood? Welcome. Welcome back, brother. Rob, they are real. Chris says, appreciate it. Have read a bit about the AP5, but will have to read up on the MP5K. Yes, well, Chris, the MP5K is the GOAT. It's the godfather of it's MP5. Everything else is a clone. So just know that. But the clones work just fine. It's just that, do you want the original or not? Thank you, Carhub. Froggy, everyone subbing to everyone. Thank you. See, we're growing, right? How long did it take you to build a collection? 5 to 10 years. I've been doing it for about 10. After you fight champions, because I am the champion. Aaron says, I got the TX22 compact and ate 250 rounds of 4 kinds of CCI, Eli, Winchester, and Agula. I love the TX22. I have the TX22 comp, the competition one. That thing is the shit. Yep, about 5K for misdemeanor A in Texas for unlawful carry of weapon. Oh, God. I got a new PSA dagger today. Nice, J Blue. Nothing wrong with the dagger. 3 says Froggy. Damn, cuh. Lalo says, oh, I don't have it left allowed. They asked if I wanted it. I said destroy it. I want it. Oh, that's what it is. This company asked me to be an influencer of their product. I might have to say no, respectfully, but we'll see. Osite, Dan says Osite. Wait, what's wrong with the Osite? I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Are those guys real? 3 is kidding, of course. G2C problems, yes, they do. That's why the 3 is light years ahead of that one. Didn't know much about guns then. Hey, and we don't. If you're new and you don't ask, you don't know, which is okay. You know, live and learn. But sometimes you get a budget gun that works. It just works, like the High Point. Justin says, I discriminate on some pews. And Justin, that's okay, because I love you. Huckle, 3 eyes. Huckle says, I think you missed my comments. Oh, did I? I'm sorry, Huckleberry. Can you put it in again? Huckleberry? YouTube deleted them. Go 993. Yes. Fog says, only mods can go to a channel via the name. Oh. Well, that's stupid. My favorite is my MPX with the binary trigger. See? RWG. You're the shit. Did you like and subscribe? MPX, in my honest opinion, is second only to the MP5. Fucking BNT. all the other ones don't compare. And you can hear people say shit about it all day long. You have to own them and shoot thousands of rounds between them, and then make a comparison. Then you'll see the felt recoil. It's kind of like if you give two guns to somebody and say, which one's better? And they don't know anything about guns, right? And then they're like, oh, well, this one. You don't fucking know. You give a cigarette or a beer to someone and two different brands, they're not going to know the difference. They don't drink or smoke. Same thing with guns. That thing's a shit. That runs off a short stroke piston, and it is soft. Oh God, here we go, Justin. Clone HK over real HKs. I'm just reading. I don't believe it. Pre are beautiful clones. Yeah, there's nice clones out there. I have clones. CZ plus Timney trigger for the win. Says original. Fox says, all right, gang. Good night. Love you all. I love you more. Is that a CZ Scorpion in the back? No. I have a CZ Scorpion. It is not in the back. That is a MPX. Might look like a Scorpion because that's Louis Vuitton print all over it. Dallas Cookie with love. Pop Out Rockout bars. Hey, if you need a sub, Pop Out Rockout bars. Dallas Cookie with love will sub to you if you sub to him. That's a guarantee. He's a guarantee, bro. He builds like I do. Well, he's actually doing a lot better than I am, but he builds. So sub to him, and he will sub back. What company trying to get you to pimp out? Oh, Justin, Temu. Temu is. Dabs. Night Froggy. Spark up. I know you smoked that gas, Leffa. All my shit is good now. Good shit now. Alonso, I love it. Got to have good shit. Mario Violence YT TOS and in some states is not legal. How's it go? What's up, Brookside? And you probably won't find the price. Let's see. Froggy says, Pete shot the MPX on my shoulders. Pete the vid on both our channels. I did. I forgot about that. So that MPX is being shot as I am straddled, ball sack and all, across Froggy's shoulders. And my penis is resting on the back of his head. Neck. However, after you stop fantasizing about that, I am shooting the MPX off his shoulders. It's a pretty cool vid. Let's see. Any Infinity guns? No. Joe Blow? No. No. I know I should have one. I know. No, I don't. They're so expensive. I wouldn't even shoot an Infinity. I was talking to 99 about this. Every time I talk to him about it. I'm like, if I bought an Infinity, I wouldn't shoot it. I would just look at it and kiss it and caress it and just. I wouldn't shoot it. I'm sorry, I just wouldn't. Blue Side says, "What's your favorite gun in your collection?" Half of them are my favorites. Like people ask me, "What's your favorite to take to the range?" I don't have a favorite. I don't care what I shoot as long as I'm shooting. You know, I don't care. So I don't have a favorite. I do have like what you see right here is probably all my favorites, and the ones that aren't are over here. Amanda says hi Amanda. Tim says Joe Blows, what's up? What's your name? My name? Me? It's Pistol Pete Worldwide. Justin says yes. Ball sack and all. All of it. By the way, I wasn't wearing jeans. I was wearing an Adidas track outfit. Oh, I didn't think about that. He was warm that day. Let's see. What is your name? I read that. Let me ask something. Justin says Trevor. Penis size dictates the caliber you carry. That's why I carry a 9. Wait, That doesn't make sense. I do carry a Glock 47 because I don't have a lot of penis down there. So I can... Daisel, what's your name? Yeah, I said that already. Justin says... Shut the fuck up. Tim says, Josh. Just me, yes. What? Because Alonzo carries a 357. That's why I carry a 454 Casual, see? And I carry a 9. Which child is your favorite? Laugh aloud. Which child is your favorite? Well, I love all 3 of my children. But of these children, these are my babies. Do you see the MP5 with the Squid Games guy? I did that. I did. Because in Call of Duty, I saw someone playing a game, and they had a tassel hanging off their gun. I was like, really? So I do have, I will release a video where I am shooting that gun with the tassel on, and it's just going like this. It's cute. It's cute. We'll say the MP5K. Tim, MCX or Ren? I'm gonna go with MCX. I don't have one. I am really thinking about picking one up. They're like 25, brand new, MSRP. You can probably get it cheaper, but I don't want to pay 300 blackout prices. That's all. Trek says, your breath smells like butter biscuits. Oh my God, Trek Fresh. You just know way into a man's panties, don't you? Well, why don't you subscribe then? Thank you, Trek Fresh. Lonzo's laughing. Daso says, fuck you, Pistol Pete. Damn! Harsh words from a non-gun lover. Or should I say a non-oriental lover? It's a good way to hide it. Tim says that's only 4.5 inches, Justin. Oh, yeah. Ruger Mini 14. No, but they are sweet. They are awesome. I don't have one. I used to hold it and caress it when I went to the store. And I just like, I love the wood and the satin silver together. It's sexy. Froggy says, nuts in the back of my neck. You see how he says nuts in the back of my head? Not penis. Because he didn't feel it. It was probably turtling, hiding away. You know, it's like, what the fuck is this? You know, and then it went backwards. But yeah, it was all nuts. My nuts hang low. They wobble to and fro. Time in a knot, time in a bowl. Wood D. Algo. Says Mr. King. Woo D. Algo. B07 is looking like hoot trash. That's DIY. Blaine says, holy pistols, thank you. Justin says, yeah, you can get the gun tassels from buying bundles. Well, I have a real tassel right there. And I'm going to keep it there. Every time I shoot that MP5, it's, yeah. And by the way, I do have a Labubu fever. And I don't know if you can see on the screen, but that Labubu is wearing Louis Vuitton next to the Louis Vuitton MPX. I'm thinking about like somehow attaching it to that gun. And when I go compete, it's going to be Labubu everywhere. Emilio says hi. Hi, Emilio. Gabe says, what's your opinion on AR-9 for home defense? Nothing wrong with it. Also, what's your best recommendation for home defense? For home defense, I like a lot of rounds. I do. So I tell people for home defense, the best weapon is your closest weapon. You know, like, it is. Whatever weapon's closest is the best home defense weapon. Other than that, it's whatever you're most proficient with. 1022 build. Do I have one? The Ruger 1020. No, not anymore. Wait. No. I got rid of my 1022 and it's good I got rid of it. Alonzo, because Tandem Cross makes a lot of fucking cool shit for 1022. Like, bar none. Their stuff, you can turn your 1022 into a $2,500 rifle. And yeah, I don't have mine anymore, and thank God I don't. I do have a Ruger American 22, which I love. Let's see. Where am I? At Gabe, my wife's bedside is a 9 carbine. See? Justin's gangster. Favorite PDW that isn't a AR9? Well, yeah, one of those. For sure. Says, F you, Pistol Pete is crazy. Trevor says, can you shoot 38 special for the rest of your life and get one gun rifle? Wait, you can only shoot 38 special for the rest of your life and get one gun, rifle or pistol? Pistol. I'm Pistol Pete. Come on, that's a trick question. Not Rifle Pete. I do have rifles, but I'm not Rifle Pete. Truth says, is COVID gone? No, I'm Chinese. I'm not. I'm to Vietnam. We are different. We're actually like not even like there's an ocean that separates the Chinese from the Vietnamese. And the Vietnamese is there any Chinese people in here? If so, disclaimer, I love the Chinese. So whatever I say here on out is just a joke. Back at it. The Vietnamese are better than the Chinese. They are. It's Vietnam. Okay. But they have a lot of innovative stuff over there. Where am I? Nice Airsoft says, Mr. Miyagi, thank you. Allows us attach it to the M-lock. I think I am now. Can you see the thing swinging around and then all of a sudden it goes this way and I shoot and it just, yeah. I'm like, no, not the Labubu. Let's see. DIY says PTR or HK or an MP. Well, HK is an MP5. So then that means PTR or MP5? MP5. All day long, MP5. Michael says, what's up? How's it going? What's up, Michael Martinez? Welcome back, brother. Anthony says, bro, I love your collection in the back. Thank you, Anthony. Please like and subscribe. Just says, yeah, I have a 1022 for my kids that I spent way too much on. See? Anthony says, what about 5.7? Do I have one? I only have an FN 5.7. And it's a great round. It's just, it's expensive. F7, 5.7 is fun. It is. Blaine says, do you own a widely Magnum from the movie Death Wish starring Charles Bronson? I do not. Charles Bronson was my dad's hero. Yeah. And Clint Eastwood. Those are real? Yes, just this. 5.7 folder shoots flat as fuck. Yes, all 5.7 shoots flat as fuck. It's just, it's 5.7. Drew says, you still sick? I mean, oh yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm doping myself up still with the Ludens. I gotta reload here. Joel Guzman says, what's up, man? How you going? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. How are you? Chad says, F you, Manchu. Oh, no. Fu Manchu. What's your favorite caliber? 9mm. Here says, how many licks to get the center from a Tootsie Pop? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Mine is 10 mil. Yeah, 10 mils are nice. I got rid of my last one. I had a Smith & Wesson M&P 10 Elite Series. Trevor says, Chinese have nice AK. I love the Chinese. It's a joke. I already just did disclaimers, okay? Anthony says, I got one myself. It's incredible. Nice. Trevor says, Vietnamese have better food. Type 56. Oh, yes. Yeah. Says Agent. Worldwide says, God, I hate seeing collections like this. Me too. It just pisses me off. My daughter looked... Justice says, my daughter looked up from her phone. She's... Justin, tell her I Justin B's daughter. I love you. You're Justin B's daughter. You're like my daughter. And I did put a full disclaimer in there. I love Chinese. So I love you. Justin, tell her about the disclaimer, please. Ni hao. What's your favorite 40? Sliming out. Slime. I don't have a favorite 40 because I don't have any more. The last 40 I had was a it's the SIG. P226S. I liked it a lot. But I just got rid of a lot of calibers. Just tapping in, brother. What's up, Focus? Asian or black? I'm both. And I can, yes, I am both Asian and black. Well, I'm not Asian, I'm Oriental. 40 says Justin. Joe says, are the SMG any good? They're awesome. I absolutely love them. And they're accurate as shit. Pete, you know if zombies coming over, if zombies pull up, right? Pete, you know I'm coming. Yes, King, of course, but you have to be a subscriber. I mean, hold on, King Lano the Great. Are you a subscriber to Pistol Pete Worldwide? And you'll be like, well, yes, I am. And I'll be like, wait, well, let me see. I'll pull up my iPad and check. If you're a subscriber, of course, you can use any weapon you want. Give me one, says Speed. Jesus Christ. Trevor says, fun fact, Pistol Pete's favorite song is Higher Love by Steve Winwood. I'm going to have to listen to that later. Yo, remember me? What's up, Anderson? Stefan says, hey, Pete, I'm from Serbia, life country, from Eastern, let's see, a RBK via longer barrel, is M7. Stefan, I just point that to that AK because it's from Serbia. So welcome. Why do you hate it? Worldwide. Wait. Why do I hate what, Tim? Why do you hate it? Oh, wait. We talking about the other worldwide? Oh, Jesus, boss. I'm gonna clip you making that noise, popping the candy in your mouth. God. Is it loud? I'm so good though. Are you guys salivating right now? Remember, he says roast beef sandwiches are delicious. Maverick says, if you could wrap your hand around a big old gun or small gun, which one you grab it and why? Well, obviously the big guns because I like big things in my hands. That's why. She's almost 18. She can handle the truth. She can handle that the truth hurts. No, she is not 18. She's still a baby. She's 17. She can't handle... She can handle the truth. The truth is, Chinese people are awesome, and I love them. I love them. Love Chinese people. That's why I love Chinatown. That's why I go there quite often. Memory says, barbecue ribs and some basket with cornbread and coleslaw. Shoe fly pie. Hell yeah. Yes. Justice, she's Filipino, Chinese, Japanese, Hawaiian. She was born confused. No. Justin B's daughter, you are not confused. Do not listen to your father. He's confused. Seven says, hey, like Weary Mac new car. Huh? What's that mean? What's up, Mickey? I like muff pie. Tim, don't we all? Kane says, give you a sub. Want to get the 2011 style pistols. Name your top 3 and why. Oh, man, that's hard. I have quite a few of them. I can't do that. I can't. My top 3 that I own? Well, my XC, my C2, and probably the PV or the Demolition. So I did 4. Right there. Why? Because they're fast. 2 of them are compensated. One is ported. Demolition is ported. The PVU and the XC are comped. The C2 is just awesome. I don't care what people say about it. The way it's sprung and the way I shoot, my doubles are better with that gun than the other ones. But I do tune the triggers myself. So, yeah, I mean, Kane, I would be here for hours just talking about them. Seriously. About the 2011s. And they're just, whichever one you go with, it's great because now they're not like ARs. Don't listen to people. They're not Legos. So just because like they look the same doesn't mean like you could take, this slide and stick it on this one, or the recoil guide rods, or the not the mag release, the takedown pin. They're not the same, or the safeties. It's not. You might get 100% lucky if you buy like a grip module and it fits perfect. Yeah, but they're awesome because they're tunable. You can do it yourself. You can do it on any gun, but all the guns would like take polishing and like using the file and getting the burrs off and shit. Not with the leaf spring. You can do it yourself, but if you're a rookie at it, don't do it. You will fuck it up. Trust me, you will. I don't care how many videos you watch, you will fuck it up. So just be careful. But I just love them all. So I'm sorry, Kane, I couldn't tell you my top 3. Really, because I love them all. Like this Prodigy is the shit. It's a 4 1/4. I liked it so much, and I changed all the internals out. So it's an EGW internals, Atlas trigger, and then I added a Underworld Arms rail mounted compensator. So that thing shoots flatter than the XC. What does not Asian but Oriental mean? Well, Chef, let me just put it this way. Back in the day, if you say, hey, look at that Oriental man, there'd be no offense taken. But now, with today's culture, if you call someone like me Oriental, they get offended. I don't get offended. I'm like, yeah, I'm Oriental. But don't go around calling people Oriental. They don't like it. They got panties up their ass. I don't know. I don't get it either. They don't like it. They're Asian. It's kind of like when you call... I was talking to someone about it earlier, or on another live. I think it was Slickback, and he's Indian. Slickback, are you here? He's Native American, and they like to be called Native, not Indians. Well, I grew up playing Cowboys and Indians, so you're an Indian to me. But they don't like being called that now. You get what I'm saying? It's like that. Memory says, egg foo young and chicken chow mein with shrimp fried rice and pork egg rolls. Memory. Aviation, stop. Sexing me up. A, like new China? Yes. The Chineses. The poor Chineses. What's up, Drum King? Will says, Pete, give the... What? No. Trevor says, most that I've had in a live in a while. Subs. Oh, thank you, Trevor. I like your gun. Thank you, Colton. Trevor's. Oh, I love Trevor. See, that's what we do, is you entertain. And you get subs, right? I'm the stream king. The C2 probably best for the price. It's still expensive. It's like $2,600, but it shoots so fucking nice, the C2. Jump says, I was just on another channel similar to this one. Not as good, though. Jump King, I'm sorry. Who was it? Jump King, please. I want to know. Please tell me who it was. Thought it said Drunk King. Kane says, you always tune the trigger? I do. Well, on the 2011s, I do. On other ones, sometimes I'll deburr and polish it, but only if it needs it, like if I'm going to compete with it. So anything I tune is because it's a range gun or I'm going to go compete with it. If it's like something I carry, I don't fuck with the trigger at all. I personally don't believe in it. If you guys do it, more power to you, but I don't believe in it. That's why, like, for example, if you guys have seen, this is to the new people in here, if you buy two types of triggers, like a Timney, right? It'll say competition or duty. With a duty trigger is a heavier trigger pull, usually around a 5 or 6 pound trigger pull. And that's what you want in a carry, because when you're under that situation, God forbid, and you put your finger on a trigger, you have a light trigger, you might just, accidentally just out of just adrenaline or something and unalive somebody on accident, and you don't want to do that. So the heavier trigger and the longer pre-travel is made, to help prevent that. Let's see. Trevor says, I thought we had something in common. What? Trevor, we have a lot in common. Oh, you took... at Kane Lee for competition? Yeah, he does. Justin knows me. Thank you, Justin. Drum says, Ricky, lots of people think that I may change my name. Kane says, appreciate that. R Code says, what do you invest in to get all that money for them guns? I don't invest. I just work and I spend my money on what I like. As a guitarist, you should keep it, says Trevor. Listen to Trevor. Alonzo says, Johnny got trigger I want a fan of. Wait, what are you saying, Alonzo? I wasn't a fan of. I wasn't either. I'm sorry, Johnny Glock, if you're listening in. So I've talked to Johnny Glock. His triggers are actually really good. However, they're like $400 to $500 for a trigger. One that is not worth that much money. I'm sorry, Johnny. Cheeto says, you ready for the Civil War? I see. I am. Hiren says, you? No politics, says Trevor. No, we usually don't do politics in it. No, they don't. I called them that. What? I call them that, actually. I call people Oriental all the time. I'm like, what's up, Oriental? So if you guys want to call people Oriental, go ahead. Tell them Pistol Pete said, hey, you guys are Oriental. And they'd be like, who the fuck is Pistol Pete? Pistol Pete is an Oriental man himself. JMG says, love the wall. Thank you, brother. Allows they are expensive, but it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. I really don't, Justin. I don't. Like, my Timney and my shadow systems, and I've proven it. I proved it on live without showing you, but I did it. That trigger on there, that Timney, is at a 1.6 pounds. That's scary. That's my lightest trigger in a pistol. I remember the Oriental ramen with the blue trim. I miss it. Hey, yeah, it's like now people are getting all in their feelings. Like taking Oriental off of shit. And what's the black The fucking syrup. Did they, Jamina, or Auntie Jamina, you know what I'm saying? They took that off. Get the fuck out of here. No one gave a shit. Stupid. But, you know, feelings. Nothing about feelings. And I'm not against feelings, you know, but, you know, you're too deep into it. Sorry. Let's see. DSQ says, you're a Guardians now. Is that good or bad? Lon says, my fault, Justin. I wasn't a fan. Didn't like it at all. Alonzo, I got mine from a buddy for $100. Okay, Justin. Okay, show off. Can you get me one for $100? I love Johnny Glocks for $100. I'll put one in every single one of my Glocks for $100. I'll even do it for $2. Cheeto says, how much is the guns? Tell us how much you paid for each one. I'm going to buy some, and I want to have some idea of the prices. Thanks. For each one? No, brother, I can't do that. That's take like 17 hours. What's up, Terra Tactical? She says, yo. Actually, she goes, yo. Terra Tactical's a beautiful gun tuber that has millions of subscribers. So if you want to add to her millions, please do so. And her shit's awesome. And she competes with a freaking shotgun. And she wins the events. Tara, you're awesome. Sup, Tara. Hi, Justin. Joe says, the 22 is sick. The 22 is sick with that scope. Joe, Pepsi. Which 22? The Mark IV? Yes, thank you. Thank you. Good eye. Trevor says, well said, bro. Mil spec, so to speak, is for carry. Yes. Specifically, after the fact, if I have to use it. Yes. They say it was designed to kill better. And this is kind of like a double negative. I don't know what the saying. I like to say it kills safer. Bro, 9mm 40 cal for my first pistol. Says 2K a 9mm. What's your shit? Your shit hit the fan loadout. Says Wavy. Gets hose. It's my Glock 47 and my MP5. Dopest backwall I've seen in minutes. Damn Orientals. Thank you. If you're new, like and subscribe. We have 51 people in here. We should have at least 200 likes already. So, I do this myself. If you forgot to like the stream, it's easy. Double tap your favorite weapon as fast as you can and see what happens. And like I said, and I'll say it again, it's magically delicious. Kane says 1.6 pounds is crazy. Yes. And I gotta do it. I'll do it again. I don't think it's 1.6 pounds. I think it's 1 pound, 6 ounces is what it's at. So it's even lighter. It's lighter than a pound and a half. Opinion on 40 cal says Blicky. It's nothing wrong with it. It's a nice round. It's just, it's not as popular as it was when it came out. The blue pack was just soy sauce flavored. Stop. Trevor says, Jemima? I never knew how to say it. I'm not going to lie. I was always like, grab the syrup. Wavy says, I want to get my Glock trigger nice and crisp with a light pull like a 1911. Then you can get the tunable Timney trigger. The tunable competition Timney trigger. Because there's like 4 or 5 different Timneys you can get. I have one in... I have one in my Glock 45 up here. And that one is at about 2.5 pounds right now. Let's see. Alexis says, oh. Or is it you? I don't know. Philippines. Do I look Filipino? I guess. Trevor says, I'm trying to keep it PG, but I know I haven't been. I'm gonna try. F your feelings when it comes between the truth. Yes. Are you Peter or a Pete? And Petrifies. Hi. I go by both. Pistol Peter sounds that's like my stage name. Pistol Pete is my YouTube name. Guess? I don't know. Yeah. Blicky says, bro, your energy is on point. You're mad, respectful, and funny. Love your streams, broski. Thank you, Blicky. Jump King says, I just went back to that other channel and name drop Pistol Pete. What the fuck? Open it up, game. Jump King, what channel was it? That might be my friend. Jump King, what was it? Please tell me who you were just at. Oh man, they're gonna be like, oh my god. If I know them, they're gonna be like, oh my god, Pistol Pete sent people here to try to kick my people. Oh no. Who? Drum King? Who were you just at? Oh man. Adventure says, can you know about Zigana 9mm made by Tisa's Turkey? I need details of Zigana. I know Tisa's very well. Wow, okay. I was gonna say I know Tisa's very well, but I don't. Not anymore, because I don't know what a Zigana is. I'm sorry, I don't know. $1 or next sub gets Stream King. Oh. No, it's like $2. Because they're at, wait. Yeah, $2 super will put the next person as Stream Boss. I'm just saying. I'm waiting. Talent says 9mm 100. Thank you. Papa says, oh, too much gun. Dame. G47 is what, Cal? 9? Yes, Blickita is 9. Yep, so that's this one right here. Trevor's laughing. Steven says hi. Hello from Indonesia. Hello, Papa. Like and subscribe. Have you? Or have you not? Trevor says, unfortunately, it won't let me like again. Trevor, that's okay. Thank you so much, though. Stan says, PP. Welcome back, Stan. John says, what's more powerful, a 10 mil or 45? 10 mil. Justin says, what's up, Justin? What's your everyday carry? So, I don't have a bunch like some of you guys. I'm sorry, I don't. It's either my Glock 47 or my 365. I'm thinking about retiring that one. I might, just so I can carry my Ross Martin right there. That's my newest addition, and that thing is sweet. It's a sub $500 gun that is actually an amazing gun for like $450 or $470 or whatever you can find it for. Glock 20 with a 20 round and a FRT. John, you're a gangster, and I like it. Wavy says, you got 1911 or Glock? You like 1911 or Glock more, and why? Again, each gun has a purpose. So for almost all of my 1911s, they're competition guns. I'm gonna compete with them. So in that case, 2011. If shit hit the fan or carry, it's gonna be a Glock. And why? Well, Glock is proven. Whether you like it or not, it's an undisputed fact that they are the most reliable pistol. It's the simplest design. You can take it apart with your eyes closed. And I'm talking about butt naked and wrestle taking it apart. You can strip the whole fucking lower with your eyes shut. Or at least I can. You can't do that with any other pistol. Maybe a Smith & Wesson. A 1911 is a princess. Like these guns, let's say like Mars Attacks, right? I'm not taking this shit. Fuck that. I'm taking that. Or that. You know, my Smith & Wesson or my Glock. I am not taking them $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 guns. That's stupid. Because the fit to frame on those are so tight. If like the Staccato XC, that the dirtier it gets, it might not cycle. This Glock can run with dirt in it. So that's why. Oh my God, you guys are on one. Hold on, let me catch up. 2K says 19X or 45. Me 45. Copper PSA frame or 19X frame maybe, and run the 45 slide. What do you think? So many options, man. The reason for a 45 versus 19X is the 45 takes all megs. The 19X does not. It has a little bump that it stops certain megs from going in. In the 45 has a front serrations. I don't know if they upgraded the 19X with that. I don't think they did. The 19X used to be non-MOS, and they have a MOS version now. So me, the 45. PSA frame, nothing wrong with that. I have a PSA frame right there. Just be careful with them, that's all. Yeah, but 2K, there's a lot you can do with those. Ricky Bobby here, like to know what? Thank you. Oh, Stan is Ricky Bobby? Just change your name, Stan. Ricky. King says, "Is the real?" Yes, real guns. What do you think about alloy chopsticks for personal defense? You gotta think about it. You know, those Chinese women that have the sticks in their hair, that's not to hold their hair up. That's for that, what he's saying. Can you imagine you try to grab a chick with chopsticks in her hair, but they're not really chopsticks? And she's like, "Hiya!" Well, you just got unalived in the neck. Yes. Yes. I would do it. Any Glocks back there? Yes, MJ. There's about 4 or 5 of them back there. 19X or 45 are so similar, bro. I personally run 45, but next is super similar. They're almost the same. Like again, as I said again, the 19X does not take all mags. 45 does. They both come with different sights, if I remember correctly. And there's one more big thing about it. The front serrations are big. 19X does not have the front serrations. The 45 does. Wavy says 19 frame is better than the 17 frame. You can run compact slides and full slides, thunder barrels, and comps. Well, it depends on your hand size, because if you get like a 45 or a 47, the 47 takes the same recoil spring as the 19 and the 19X and the 45. That's why the 47 is so much better than the 17. That's a different story. Later, Froggy. Trevor says, I had the 19X. I prefer 45. Yeah, I have a 19X. I don't know where it is. It's in a hidden spot. My 45 is up there right now. My 47 is right there. And those two are interchangeable, guys. The 19X and the 17 are not, because they have different size recoil springs. Because of the full length dust cover. Bro, they're not airsoft. Where's your AK-47? Right there, Fred. Let's see. Trevor prefers 19 over 17. See, I don't. I prefer the 17. But that's because when I hold a 19, it's the grip stops right here. So I like the longer grip for recoil control. I have most of those up there. Chris, awesome. You need to like and subscribe then. Peter's back. Favorite gun on the wall. We'll go MPX. No, we'll say I love them all. Let's see. Should I get a Chris Beck mag? I don't see nothing wrong with it. I'm going 45, bro. Appreciate it. Yes, you'll love the 45. Like I said, I have mine's up there in a S Pro chassis right now. So my 45 is right there in this thing. Let's see. Best choice, Trevor. 45 can also run a 19X extended mag, so it's universal. Yeah. Well, 45 can run all the mags. Aren't Glocks illegal? Yes. I don't know if they actually did it. What about FN45 tactical? Tony, the FN45 tac is the only FN I like. And I wish I never got rid of mine. Let's see. You get better mags with 19X, you get better gun with 45. No, what? They're technically the same, though. Clay says, checking out the Louis Vuitton painted gun. What is that? That is a SIG MPX. Should I buy a 40 or a Glock 19? Or what is the best pistol? Chito, the best pistol is whatever you shoot the most proficiently. And it depends on your hand. So, like, some of these guys like the Glock 19 better. So their hands might be smaller than mine. Or they have different ways they shoot to mitigate the recoil. I have long fingers, so I don't have big hands, but they're like medium. But I have long fingers. So I like the 17. So it depends on your hand size too. So whenever you ask someone what's the best gun and they tell you, that's their personal preference for best gun. It's really not the best gun. But if you're new to guns, the best gun would be some kind of Glock because it's the simplest gun. So now you can learn how to take it apart. You can learn, how to manipulate the gun. It has a heavy trigger. It's like a 5.5, 6 pound trigger. And with that heavy trigger, you can really practice trigger control. Some of these trigger snobs will get a gun and I want a 2-pound trigger. All my guns are 2-pound triggers. But then you give them a Glock, they can't shoot it because they've never learned how to actually do trigger control. They just got a light trigger. You barely touch it, goes off. They don't have to use their support hand to mitigate, when you pull the trigger and the gun goes like this or like this. Get a Glock and learn the trigger. Best ambi gun for everyday carry. Well, the Ross Martin is fully ambi. That thing's amazing. I can't think of any other guns that are ambi because I'm not left. I don't really look, but I know that's an ambi gun. So if you guys know anything, let them know. Favorite AR. My favorite AR. This is probably a JP5. But if you're talking about like 5.56, it would hands down be a PWS. PWS MK 111 Mod 2. It's a lot to swallow, isn't it, people? But if you look up PWS, that is my personal favorite AR, hands down, if I had to choose one for myself. I got rid of mine, and I wish I never did. Let's see. Favorite AR. Glock 45 for one. Yes, 45 is king. It is. It's sweet. I beat you to the explanation, says Sean. Oh. Brandon says, yeah, we all got guns. That's cool. Do something else. Did you like and subscribe? I just did something else. With the businesses, top 5 shit hit the fan guns. Oh, well, that's almost easy. It would be a Glock, M&P 2.0, HK, VP9, not the match or the L, just the VP9. And the other 3, it's up in the air. You guys fill up the other 2. Those are my top 3 shit hit the fan guns. Postal Politics is the name of the channel. Oh, it's a good channel. I just like your humor better. Oh, okay. Postal. I've never heard of them. However, I don't frolic around YouTube much. I don't. I don't have time. I wish I did. I'm not kidding. Stan says, nah, just a different ACC than my main. Let myself ain't stopped in a while. Okay, good. Brandon says, okay, got bored. Goodbye. Later, Brandon. FN 45 Tactical question mark. What about it? FNX? It's awesome. Got the Radiant comp and guide rod on my G45. Also had swapped out. I got swapped out immediately. Nice. I love the Ramjet. The Ramjet is bar none in aftermarket compensators. We're really talking about the 47 at this point. Yes, exactly. Yeah, my 47 has a Ramjet, so it's like a 34 now. Larry Bird, welcome back. He says, Pete, what the fuck is up, my Oriental brother? Can I pay for one? No. Do you have anything? Do you have anything from Gearsan? I do, right there. William. HK says, do you have MK23? No, I wish I did. Are they for sale? No. Awesome ray gun. Thank you, Sean. It's a torch. Thoughts on a G49? It's a good idea. It's cool. So if you have a G49, right, and you buy the G45, now you just made a third gun. Now you have a 47, because those 3 Glocks, because the guide rod is the same, is all interchangeable. Let's see. No better trigger, magwell, slide cuts. Wait, what? What are we talking about, Trevor? Got a 19C because the Caliban. Any thoughts on it? 19C is sweet. Bro, got on airsoft. Yes, I did. Yeah, all airsoft. Yeah, C is as in yes, it is. 2 cases. That gray M&P on your left is fire. Which one is that? And what do you have on it? So left. Oh, that is the M&P 2.0 competitor. That is the M&P 2.0 metal. So that's basically a 5-inch slide versus, I think that's 4 1/4. I could be wrong. It's just longer. A lighter slide too, even though it's longer because it has lightning cuts in it. But technically the same lower, so almost the same gun. And I didn't do anything to them. Those are stock. This is my carry gun for the longest time. Also see the stances. So how y'all been in the great state of Brazil? Good. Charlie says, I heard Caliban Glocks. Hope it's lies. That's what I heard. People keep coming in and saying it. What's the best reliable gun that won't malfunction? Well, they'll all malfunction. They do. But Glock is the least known to malfunction. Sean says, Ross monitor is solid. It is. I fucking love it. I have the comp model. So. Oh, XDM is fully ambi. Thank you, Alonzo, my Mexican brother. Travis says, you have a beautiful Glock and there's nothing wrong with 10-round mags. Pete, did you know Dollar General not selling high point? Larry, I'm about to go clear him out. Trevor says, get it done. Dumbass says, what do you think about the Hellcat? I think the Hellcat's awesome. The Pro. See, again, I like the longer grips, guys. I like the Pro. RVing, what's up? Says, that's what she said. Broly says, PWS is the worst AR in history. I disagree. Wholeheartedly. Can I buy one? They call the PWR BB gun. What? What are you talking about, Broly? Jamie says, I mean, if you want to get rid of another piece to regret later, I'm eyeballing that P38. That P38 is from 1944, and all 3 serial numbers are matching. Trevor says, MP 2.0 are amazing guns. They are. They're freaking sweet. I always tell people that they're like, what's similar to Glock? Well, there's nothing really similar, but Coke and Pepsi, I would say it's Smith & Wesson and Glock. Don't lowball him. Oh, God, Brawley. Stop. You're so violent. Trevor says, no, as a Glock fan. I love him. He's ignoring the real chat. What? What's this? What? He's probably never been in a chat where someone reads all the comments. RV says, yo, Asian brothers. Brawley says, YouTube, the real chat. Huh? What? This guy's weird. Sorry, pistol politics. Stupid autocorrect. No, I got that. Drum. Mustang says, do you even eat White Castle on... Oh, Mustang, what the frick, OG? No, I have not. I need to get some. B-Dog, what's up? Welcome back, brother. Chino says, ray gun on the wall, dope with it. Let me have that level, please. It is a ray gun. That is a certified ray gun. So on the other side is a dial, and you can turn it to max, and it shoots a flame, a torch about that big. Brawley says, he's ignoring us. You damn right I'm ignoring you, Brawley. B-Dog says, haven't been on in a while, but how long have you been into swords? B-Dog, not until maybe a few months ago when someone came in and said, look at this Chinese guy, he doesn't have no swords. And I was like, you know what, brother, I'm Oriental. And 2, I am to Vietnam. And 3, I'm going to go buy some Chinese swords. So yes, I bought them. Where am I? Justin says, Ramjet, Afterburning, Johnny Glock combo. Why not? It's just money. Trevor's laughing. Dino says, you know about the TCM 1911? Yes, I do. It shoots TCM 22. Nice gun. It shoots pretty fucking cool. And yeah, it shoots really nice. Trevor says, horrible guns. It's all about the rival and mega blasters. Trevor, I have those as well. Well, my children have it, and they're in the garage. Mustang says, I used to have a cool water gun. Pew pew. Trevor says, it's not 40-watt range or higher. I'm not interested. But it's a torch. Come on, not everyone can have a 40. God, Trevor. Eagle says, greetings from Germany. Well, greetings from the great United States of Brazil to Africa. I like Kigok the rapper. Jamie says, at Brawley. B-Dog says, it is reliable, real useful. Jamie says, at Brawley, my guy, let the man read. We're typing fast that he can catch up. You have a dream gun? DJ, do I have a dream gun? No. Ish. No ish. I would really, there's guns I really want. And I don't know why I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. But basically, any Infinity, more affordably, and it's still very expensive. I really want a Chirac. I do want a Chirac. Oh, and then the Sand Viper, because John Wick. Super says, I hate living in Australia. All I have are swords, machetes, and knives. Best I can get is a compound bow. Just the way he has so many blades is just so... I love it. But, Super, you could probably get the Crocodile Dundee knife. So, it does suck, though. We have a lot of people in here. I have a lot of subscribers from Australia. And, yeah, they frequent here all the time. And they tell us about it. Maybe they'll show up in here. I don't know. Sir Blith, welcome back. Drum says, gotta go. Good night and God bless. Later, Drum King. Cheeto says, swords don't run out of ammo. They don't. And they're silent. Peter says, is that one with the orange tip, a airsoft one in SMG? No, Peter, that is... Oh, that's... Is that like orange? God, that's deceiving people, isn't it? No, that's a gold tip on the MP5K. I don't know if you can see it. Where is it? Right there. That's a gold threaded barrel. Oh my God. If it looks orange, that's why people come and say, airsoft. Which doesn't hurt my feelings. Or fake guns. Sure, fake guns. Whatever tickles your fancy. Neither do bayonets. Nope. Says Jamie. Justin says, if you could pick one firearm that had unlimited ammo, what are you picking? A minigun. The one that Arnold Schwarzenegger uses in Terminator 2. 100%. Trevor says, fun stream. Thank you, Trevor. Penina says, my dream gun is a MAC-10 automatic. Fully automatic? Yes. AKM and 7.62 says Trevor. Pina says hi. Penina. Larry says, dream gun, minigun built on a fucking right, Larry Bird. We really are Oriental brothers. He said, dream gun is a minigun built onto a chopper. I just want a minigun I can walk around with like Terminator. I love you, Larry Bird. Golden Mac-10 Extendo Automatic. Yes. Yes. Mando says, you're not the real Pistol Pete. Well, correct. I'm Pistol Pete worldwide. So in that regard, yes, I am. But no, I am not the basketball player. And no, I am not the blood. From New York. Or Chicago. Was it Chicago? I think it's where they wear green instead. You know what? Yeah. Cheeto says, what is the best reliable gun that doesn't malfunction? A Glock. And you got to realize, guys, every firearm has a potential of malfunctioning, even a revolver. So, if you're talking about like striker fired or like stuff, it'd be a Glock. Otherwise, get a revolver. They can't jam. They can't stovepipe. Let's see. Trevor says AR-10 in 6.5 Creedmoor? Or AR-10. Would it be an AR-10? Wait, are 6.5 Creedmoors considered AR? No, those are 308s. Saltine Nuts says, you got any guns? No. All guns are going to malfunction eventually, period. Yes. Or have the probability. Jealous of OS boomerangs, though. Yes. Especially because they're good. 22 LR Gatling will be paid off by Thanksgiving. Wait, Justin, you have no stand. What? Take Glock makes no tax, and it's those are like what, $4,000 or $5,000, aren't they? Can you show me an AK-47? Carmen says, sure. Carmen, right there. Trevor says, wild, please. Peter says, oh my bad, just a little orange tip on it too. That's not orange, it's gold. It's work, says Sanjay. Sanjay, it's work. Yes, they're real. SIG MPX, yes, right there. MPXK. What if they're real? Fasting says, I see the DWX. Where's the Shadow 2? Right there. Below it. Oh, and the SPL1 is right there. And the other Shadow 2 is not up there right now. I just picked up the Springfield Ronin EMP9. Nice. Those are nice. What's your favorite shotgun? Probably the Beretta A300. Hi from Indonesia. Hi, Marka. Welcome. Dual AA-12s with switches on them. Gangster. Like a motorcycle chopper or a chopper? Trevor. Either. For me. Where do you live? What state, bro? Will F. I live in the great United States of Brazil to Africa. Trevor says, Texas. Foxes Go Boom says, started watching some videos after finding your stream. Nice. Great videos and contents. You just need some quiet background music to help soften it. You think so? I thought that would take away from it, but thank you for the advice. Here it says, M&P 2.0s are very reliable. Yes, they are. That's why I carried that one for like 4 years. Trevor, motorcycle, but I'm not going to be mad at a helicopter. Wait, Larry, you could attach it to the back while you ride, and I'll sit behind you. Twisted Metal, baby. Will F says, my license plate says, not armed. That's clever. I like that. Fascinings McGee says, what optic plates are you using on the Shadow? My key's coming loose, even with Loctite and Torque 2 spec. Mine is direct milled. So I direct milled both of them actually, because this is like the first gen DWX. So it has a very low serial number. And this one was a Shadow 2 converted to an SAO and then milled. So both are milled very low. Like, I can barely get a piece of paper under the optic and the frame. I can't even get a piece of paper under it, actually. Let's see. Trevor says, yes, AR-10. Okay, it is AR-10. Well, thank you for educating me, Trevor. Justice says, I have yet to have a malfunction with a revolver, but I only have about 50,000 rounds on revolvers. Yeah, the only malfunction you can have is the timing of the cylinder. Peter says it was gold and orange on the other side. I also have a question. Are you able to take it down? I am not able to take them down. I got my galleon for 35. Got 1,200 left to pay on it. Ugh. Yeah, Peter, I can't touch guns on live. If I touch a gun on live, I will be banned. Ooh, look at that. Will F is the new stream boss. And he didn't get it by doing a super. He got it by subscribing. Congratulations, Will. Look at you up there. Look at you, big guy. Let's see. Dad says, that's Pops. Says, great choice. Will F says, I got the Gen 1 with barrel cut and carbon handguard and skeleton folding stock and elf trigger. MPX. Oh, nice. Nice. That one's a... It's not a Gen 1. It's... Is it a 3? It's 2 or 3. Celine says, any optic recommendations for a G20 MLS? I have plate 6. I don't know what their plate numbers are for the Glock, so I'm sorry. If you give me the footprint, I can tell you what I like. Trevor says, I have a little Savage 110 and 6.5 Creedmoor, and it's freaking laser beam. Savages are nice, yeah. Will says, I'm in Arizona. Nice, Will. Ortiz says, CZ Shadow Carry or CZ Penti Comp or Echelon. Da, 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 da. Me personally, if you have the money, I would go to CZ Shadow Carry. It is heavier than the other two, though. Like, a lot heavier than the P10 Comp or the Echelon. Now, I've shot the Echelon Comp. I have not shot the P10. So I can't speak on that. If you're new, I don't give advice or anything of that sort if I've never shot the gun at least 100 rounds. Now, if I go to SHOT Show and gun con, I shoot it like 10 rounds, I'll tell you what I think maybe. But if I've never shot it, there's nothing. Will says no music is better with no music. That's how it's gonna be then. What's up, JJ? Welcome back. He says, my precious. Will says, who do you shoot for? What company? I am not sponsored, unfortunately. If I was that good, yes. I would say if you're familiar with the classes in like USPSA, I'm like A. I'm an A class shooter. And it's usually only the grandmasters that get the sponsors. Unfortunately, I could be sponsored by a few companies locally, but they're not gonna pay for my ammo. Man, get the fuck out of here. I need an ammo sponsor. Trevor says, need a medic? Well, Trevor, if you're a medic, that's awesome. My wife is actually an RN, so I do not. Detective says, have you gotten a PX4 Storm yet? Yes. Criminally underrated handgun. Enjoying shooting it more than my occasional CZ75. That's awesome. If you guys didn't know, the Storm has a rotating barrel, so it takes a lot of recoil out of it. Very nice gun. I don't have it anymore, but I did. Let's see. Harry says, are there any gun control measures? Are there any gun control measures you do support? If I was emperor of this great world, we would have the best gun control laws. Let's just say that. We'll just say that. Let's see. Bro, is that a high point with a comp? Yes, it is, Joe. Good eye. That's a factory comp, by the way. It's a C9. Chaos says, what's up, bro? What's your view on Smith & Wesson M&P 9 2.0? This one is the shit. If you get any M&P 2.0, just... Me, personally, I like the newer trigger. It's not completely flat. It's the one that's semi-flat-ish. It's not a completely flat trigger. The other one has that hinge trigger. I personally don't like that. And yeah, that's, I guess, maybe preference. I just don't like that trigger. I like this trigger better. I like that trigger better. And that one over there better. But I do like the metals too. If you give me a choice between metal or polymer, I usually go with the metal depending on what the gun's used for. Are you a machinist? I am not. I wish. FFL 07 SO. Nope. None of that. I will. Like what gun stuff you do? Well, I gunsmith, but I don't have a degree. I didn't go to school for it. I'm like a backyard mechanic, if you will. Are you a Filipino dude? I am not. I am the Vietnam. What's up, Pew Pew? Desert Eagle, no. Oh, Pew Pew is double D's. God, it's gonna take a while to remember that one. Peter says it won't let me subscribe. What? Frick! Don't stop me, YT, please. Pew Pew changed his name. Okay, double D's is now Pew Pew. I'm gonna try to remember that. Will says, fuck it. Fuck it. I'll get it. Took A away. I'll get it took away. Hey, Will, thank you for the super, brother. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Fuck it. I'll get it this way. And he's still the boss. He's hanging on by 3 HP. Will F, I liked. CZ carry all day. Here he says, if you could only have handguns from one brand, which brand would it be? Oh, God, he has to hit me with that shit. Here he has to hit me with that. Oh, man. I guess it's going to have to be... It's going to be HK or SIG. Yeah. And I can explain that too. CZ carry all day. No, read that. Will says, laugh on my best friend owns a machine shop. He's kind of known. Do you know Mike Lamb? Huh. Well, that sounds familiar. What's the shop called? Saltine Nuts. I love the name. It says, are Kimber 211s to 2K11s worth, or would you just save for a Staccato? They are worth it. They are definitely worth it. It's a awesome gun, the 2K11. Now if you get the 2K11 Target, you're already at Staccato P price, almost, really close. So if you're talking about saving, you're saving like maybe $100, $2 at most, I think. But yeah. But I love my Staccatos, so it depends on which Staccato. You know, because when you say 2K11, that's like one gun, versus Staccatos has a lot. So it depends on which Staccato. Ortiz says, Beretta 92X Performance, awesome. CZ Shadow 2, awesome. Or a Canik, nope. Rival S, it's still a nice gun. I have one right over there. But compared to those, no. Or a Staccato. Oh, STI. Oh, Ortiz, that's not fair. Which STI? I mean, because you're going for, you know, you have... You're talking about, like, before they became Staccato. I'll go to Staccato. Oh, JJ, working into my panties, says, hey, Google, play Everybody Wants to Love You by Japanese Breakfast.
Got it. Everybody Wants to Love You by Japanese Breakfast. Playing on YouTube.
To all you new people, you didn't know you could control my thing, huh? You can with a $2 super minimum. JJ just went above and beyond because he likes my panties. So you just put a $2 super and you say, hey, G, whatever you want to ask, you can. And I'll, you know. I love my Staccato more than anything. Salt, get the stack. Will, good man, Will. Jose says no. Okay, yo, bro, just sub. Thank you, Hood Rockstar. I love that name. I love it. Bruce is back. What's up, Bruce? Jason says, Bruce says, I was doing the mod thing over in Kenrid's channel. Kenrid. I don't know who that is. Oh, who's Kenrid? Bruce, I'm sorry, I don't know who that is. Well, tell Kenred I said hi. He said, nah, gee, let my asshole sub. Well, thank you, Joe. Have you shot the Kimber 2K11? I have. I shot it twice. And I think the 2K11 in that price bracket, there's no other gun that shoots nicer than it. And that's a non-comp reported gun. So you can't just grab a comp gun and be like, well, this one shoots nicer. Well, it's not. Okay, let's just keep it apples to apples. Well, so I just literally picked up two Taurus. Picked up two Taurus to 22 and two average. Oh my god! So the Taurus TX22 with the FRT is bar none. That thing is sick. Will, I'm a little jealous. I'm not gonna lie. U-Turn says Pistol Pete is late night. Yes, I'm Pistol Pete worldwide, the late night stream king. Yes, TX22. JJ says I love my FRT for my AK. I just wish someone made a 3 selector version. I don't, JJ. No. Hood Rockstar says, nah, you tough gang. Oh, thank you. Thank you. U-Turn says, welcome to the live stream. Hit like and subscribe. Thank you, U-Turn. Bruce says, do you have an LLC to write off all your guns? I do not, but Bruce, a dear friend of mine told me to do it, and I keep forgetting to. Trevor says, yes, actually, the gun control measures I support is to be able to equally defend myself and my family people against tyrannical government regime in this country. Narc says, ATF is gay. Bruce says, hey, U-Turn, thank you for the sub. Bruce, long time no chat. Awesome, you guys, yes. Hello, what's up, Francis? I am the boss, says JJ. Bruce, can you write? You can write off so much stuff. Justin, I really don't understand how that works. I'm not gonna lie. Because I can write off all my ammo. Open carry law in crazy is fun. It's gonna be crazy. Are you able to send me some money? I have 0. Peter, no, I cannot send. Trevor says to Bretta, how many stamps you got? 0. I have 0 stamps. All of mine are either braces and I don't have any suppressors. Will says you're super delayed. I'm super delayed because I'm reading everything. I'm sorry. Tactical Llama, what's up? I think open carry is the dumbest way to carry. I don't do it, JJ. Let's see. Anyone get raptured today? And not very fast. Hood Rockstar, thank you so much, Hood Rockstar. You know, I really appreciate it, guys. It keeps me going, man. Let's see. Glock 19 or MMP 2.0? Well, since it's so specific, the MMP 2.0. Right? I could pick that one? Yeah, one, yeah. But yeah, it's because I don't like the 19 size, that's all. Scuffers will come say anything. Where is this? Jordan the M2 is a better shooter than the 19. I think it shoots nicer. I live near the Scotto Ranch. My boss is cool with the owner. Took us to the range. Oh my god, Saltine, I'm jealous. Trevor says, the fuck? Will says, bro, you're literally 3 minutes behind on the message to the video. Will, that's funny because on a normal day, I'm like 2 hours behind on the chat. That's awesome, bro. Thank you. Thank you, Will. Bruce says, Justin, you need to talk to my accountant. Actually, Nick doing write-offs, expensing them as business expenses of the entrepreneur's channel. I need to do something. That's just sub. Thank you, That's Pops. Jordan says, even if the compact carry, if it's compact carry, just Will, because he reads and elaborates on everything. I know, right? Thank you, Justin. Trevor says 19 is simply more proven. It is, but that 2.0 Shield X is dope as fuck. Yes, but you know when he says MMP 9 2.0, I'm thinking full size. You know, because the 2.0, if it's not, they call it the compact. So I don't know if it's a trick question, or maybe he's not. It's not specific. The 19 is just this one 19. You know. Test it out. I found the TX22 is a 5 megs for $249. That's so cheap. Well, I don't have. I have the TX22 comp. Or hey Google, shut up. I have the TX22 competition, I should say, not the comp. Well, my everyday carry is my Glock 47 or my SIG 365 right there. Saltine says, I had a Taurus 856 with built-in laser, gave it to my cousin for his birthday a couple days ago. Hey, Saltine, I wish I was your cousin. Trevor says, well, it's been like this for over an hour. Adapt. Yes, adapt, people. I read all the comments. Lasers are for cats. It makes them go wild. Justice Bruce, it depends on what you bring, on what you're bringing versus what you're write off, my dude. If you bring in 5 milk and write off 1, no one will be the wiser. Let alone give a shit. There are rules to shit, not all accounts. Oh, assume a 100% responsibility over their fuck ups. Get to with that. Cheers, brother. You Filipino? Oh, I am de Vietnam. Patrick says, what can you tell me about the pistol used to kill Kirk? Well, I don't know. I don't know. When you see that stuff, you get different conflicting stories, and I don't know what actually happened 100% yet. No, I don't know. Will says, renting open carry people just want to show everyone they have a gun. You'll never know I have a gun. I don't show anyone. O says, what do you do to afford all these? Serious question. Well, I have a printing business. So like the merch, like when you see everything I wear, I print onto something, and I do it for like mugs, the open signs or the open hours on businesses. I do that. Not much anymore though, but the merch more. Gabe says, is your name really Pete? My name is Pete. It is, Gabe. Saltine says, cat, bat, mouse in a trap. You're still getting popped. Poof. Yes. Peter retracted. Will F says, hey, Google, go Super Saiyan. That was the shit. I've never heard that before. That was a new one. We get a lot of funny shit, but I was really not expecting anything. I thought Google was going to be like, what does that mean? That was good. I like that Will a lot. That was funny. Ryan says, isn't it the 24th? Where it official you can carry America? It is the 24th now. No, not for me. I don't know. Bruce says, so all the money you spend in guns won't be income. They are expenses, so you don't pay taxes. And the money you spend on guns, ammo, ranger ships, your truck, etc. Really? I might have to open an LLC. My friend told me to do it, for my YouTube, and basically what I spend for the channel will always get written off because I'm not a million subscriber YouTuber. I don't make tens of thousands of dollars a month on YouTube. I make hundreds. So it'd be considered a failing business, which means I could write it all off. Correct? Someone, hey, Goo. Sir Blitz says, just brought my wife MC9. Nice. I hope she likes it. I don't like it. Sir Blitz.
I didn't understand.
I personally don't like it. Where is it mine? Right there. I like the Prime. Where I think it's right there. I can't see. I don't got my glasses on. But yeah, if she shoots that one well, great. I don't like small guns. What's your MOS? What does that mean, Brandon? Ryan says, why not carry like a 19X MOS starter barrel? Because I have a 45 that I could carry. My 19X is tucked away, so for in case shit happens. And I'm fine with carrying a 47 because I'm Oriental. Ryan says, do you have a high point with a compensator on the wall? Yes. Oh, Rodney, yes. Dad says, I heard you ask your mom for car rides around town. Well, yeah, because I spent all my money on guns, not cars. Dan. Sean says, what state are you in? I need a range buddy if you're in Idaho. Unfortunately, I'm not. I would love to go shooting with all you guys, but I'm not in Idaho. Brennan says, I am an earthling who cares what part of the marble I'm from. Okay. At Bruce, you can't run a business and just give it constantly in the negative. I also was to stop. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Justin. Mexican boy says, look like 18 with the happy switch. All disrespect, can you even throw hands? No. I'm Oriental. Trevor says, he was shot from the back right. It is clear as day. We've been completely lied to. Yeah, I believe that. Bruce with the MC9 is snappy as fuck. It is. It's a very... Well, all the little guns are snappy, but that one specifically is even, yeah. Because you're writing everything off, not to mention you can't write off the 35% taxes you Uncle Sam. God, Justin, you know everything. Sir Bliss says, by law in South Africa, we only allowed to conceal carry. Will says, this is the first live I have honestly ever watched and enjoyed watching. This is actually really fun. Well, thank you, Will. I'm serious. Thank you. I get that a lot, though. Is that cocky? I hope so. Yeah. Bruce says, actually, no. Wait. Double Hash Brown says, what's up, my fellow Orient? Much love. Hey. Welcome back, Double. Bruce says, actually, no. New biz is expected to turn a profit in the first 2 or 3 years. Fuck. What do I do? Iconic enough. My BD is in 25 minutes. Oh, well. Happy birthday, saltine nuts. Will says, wonder if his lights are hooked to Google. Yeah. I'm not going to tell you what people have asked me to do, but we've had some shit in here. I'll tell you when I catch up. Do you have a Glock or a Glock 18 with a happy switch? No, I do not. Mexican boy. Double says, hundreds of thousands, ball. Just tens of hundreds. I'm 100 there. You didn't know that? Bruce says, yep, I use it to offset your other income. Okay. Brian, I'm going to have to look into this. Brian says, what do you think the best deer hunting rifle is? I'm a first-time hunter. I'm not the one to ask that. 308? I don't know. I would ask someone else. Trevor said, MC99, great, getting 43X or 365. I would rather shoot those two versus that. I have all three. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Something about that gun. Your MLS is your military job title. I was 92. Oh! Salty Nuts, I was never in the military. Catic Rival says AI. Yes, I have one right there. A Rival S. Beautiful Arsenal. Thank you, Jose. Thank you. Like and subscribe, new people. Van Hala says, just got my 45. Perfect size. I love it. Trevor says... Bruce says, Brian, 6-side Creed is solid and super accurate, very inexpensive right now. How do I get... Titanisha says, how do I get your supply? Slowly. Very slowly. Sir Bliss says, she loves the MC9 and she handles the recoil very well. Nice. Okay, that's perfect. She is usually my G2C and her Walther PPK. So she's a shooter. That's great. He says, you don't speak Viet, right? Do you speak any other languages. I do not, Harry. Where are you located, please? I am located in the great United States of Brazil. And if you come to Brazil and you enter my home, I mean, what do you think is going to happen? I mean, those blades of chaos are really sharp. Trevor says, yep, 6'5" Creed is my favorite round out to 1,000 yards. Will says he's at my mom's house. Son. Maximoy says hi. G2C entered the chat, says Trevor. Bruce says, Justin, do you work for IRS or own a business? Marcella says, Glock 22 to you, good or bad? It's not bad. That's the 45, isn't it? I think that's the 45. It's a Glock. It's great. Not bad at all. Explore the Fun says, no, wait. That's not an I. San Antonio Riverwalk. Okay. And they said, hi. I just like 40 cal. So that's a 40. Yeah, I know. Glock has every freaking number, and it don't match. A Glock 40 should be 40 cal. Glock 22 should be 22 cal, right? It makes sense. Glock. Screwing me up. J-Boo says, how many of the guns behind you are loaded? None. None are loaded. Sometimes there's one, just in case someone steps through. But none are now, because it's right there. Let's see. Where am I? I was almost caught up. Marcel says, why? Why what? Why? Favorite gun. Philly favorite gun is like half of them. I don't have a favorite. Bruce, I have owned a business in multiple states. Okay, you guys talk about that. What's the best everyday carry in your opinion? Again, the best carry, in my opinion, is whatever you can shoot the best, but can also conceal. Or it depends how you're carrying it. I don't know how you're going to carry it. I don't know if you're open carry or not. But the best carry would be whatever you're most proficient with. Trevor says, getting shot with a G2C is humiliating. G2C is humiliating as fuck. Salty says, I have a 10 mil and it's fine. I don't know what the FBI was complaining about. What's your favorite AR build? My 6 arc. I started with the stripped Wilson Combat lower, and I put a 24 6-inch shell barrel, Ultradyne brake, the Magpul PRS, vertical grip. I do have a, I think it's a Trigger Tech. I have it in there. I don't remember. It's like a 1.5 pound trigger. An Athlon, I think it's 535. It's up here. It's chambered in 6 arc. I don't know if you can see it. It's way up there, sorry. That thing, that's my 1,000-yard gun. And then my 2-mile gun is right there. The 300 PRC. Let's see. If Pete wants to pay for real advice and see how it will actually affect his finances, then he can go ahead and do so. If Pete wants to pay for real advice, wait, what? What are you guys talking about, Justin? I'm not paying for anything. I'm getting your advice and Bruce's advice and put it together. Yo, what's up, Mr. Bowman? Hello? Pete speaks pew-pew and practices gun fu. I do. Will says, hey, bro, any interest in the CZ Bren Chamberlain 762 39 10? That's a nice gun. Handguard, folding stock, and me personally, I do not. Will has that gun done up nicely. Huh. The Langdon Tactical Dragon Break? Is that the one you're talking about? Nice. That's gotta be a sexy gun. Bruce says, so you know if you own a business, all of your actual expenses are business expenses, right? Bruce, you talking to me or Justin? I don't know. Sam says, can you go grab your favorite gun? I can't. I'll get in trouble. Theo, what's going on, Theo? Welcome back. But message retracted, Theo. Harry says, actual expenses has a lot of rules. See, you guys, I don't understand this stuff. Oh, you guys are arguing? No arguing, please be friends. And you guys are on Jiminy Show's page too. Don't argue there. Do you guys argue there? He says, dude, I understand how fucking text over. I just said I'm gonna discuss it with you on the internet while I'm sitting here trying to type enjoy something that doesn't even have to do with anything about arguing with some old man out of the middle of the mountains. You have to understand that tax affects people in their certain situations differently. I understand now. Elmo says Trevor says 762 is supreme and a 12-inch barrel. 10 is really pushing it. Maybe dial it with some ammo. Something says I found out that the Glock names are the patent numbers that specific Glock 21 is patent 20. Oh. Okay. That makes sense. Tim says, sorry, bro. Busy night at work. Hey, Tim, you get that money. Bruce says, all good. And one of the beautiful parts of Pete's lives is that he is such a warm, positive dude and has a fun channel. You guys are fun. Double says, thank you. Thank you, Bruce. Double says, I started ankle carrying with the Rock Island BBR. I don't know what that is. Maybe if I saw it. Devaro says, hey, Satan, what's up? Hello. Stitch says hi. Joe says 2 Mile gun is not real. Oh, this one? No, it's fake. It is totally fake. Yeah, it's a fake gun. Mr. Bowman the Legend says Vortex. Will says I'll email pics if you want to see. You can. I would love to see it, but I don't know if I'm in the market to buy one of those right now. Theo says, what's up, Uncle Pete? Nerds and pistol peckers. Theo, what's going on? Are you on school break or are you in school right now? Theo, are you listening to me while you're studying? Leslie says, I personally don't go any smaller than 338 for 2 miles. Well, the 338 LaPool and the 300 PRC ballistics are really similar. Very similar. Hugs. Trevor says, that's a long shot for a coyote. Yeah, we are done. Thank you, Justin. Will says, just say your email showing you the gun. Okay. And I can't look at it now, though, Will. I can't look at it until after live because I have to use that phone that I'm looking at you guys on. UF57 says Bush Wookie. I do. Last 57 I have is a FN57. How similar is that to the 6.5 PRC? The 6 ARC? The 6.5 PRC is better than 6 ARC. And I mean that ballistically a little better. Like, the 6.5 PRC is more accurate at 1,000 yards. Because that one goes 1,000 yards. But if you're talking a sub-MOA, there's no way that could do that. I imagine 50 grains more, but sort of ballistics. Yeah, 6.5 PRC is an animal. It is. But that's why it's like when you have a 6.5 PRC and people get 6.5 Creedmoor, the 6.5 PRC is actually way better than 6.5 Creedmoor. But the 6.5 Creedmoor is readily available and it's a fucking cheaper round. Let's see. Stitch says, with Theo? Wait. Hold on. What does that mean with Theo? Stitch, are you with Theo right now? Are you guys in cahoots? Bruce says 6.5 PRC is a fucking laser. Yes, it is. It's. I don't know if it. I'm pretty sure it shoots flatter than a 6 arc. But I know it goes. It travels flatter at a longer distance. But I don't know by how many yards. Sergi said, "Oh no, I point." Ugh. Trevor says, "Yep." Will says, "Have you ever used Elf tactical triggers in your ARs or felt it in a I have not. I have not. My favorite AR triggers is a Black Talon, or I have Black Talon. I used to like the Raves or the Ravs or whatever, but I don't like them anymore. They kept breaking. I do like my trigger checks. I like the Geisleys. I like a lot of them. I just have not tried out Elf trigger yet. Braden says, I saw some sweet shotguns that I've done in sports today. Short-barreled pump 12 gauge caught my eye. Well, Braden, you have to pick it up. Justin says, it's a fucking laser. No, it's a freaking laser. Bruce says 6 arc is a 6.5 AR-15 cartridge mostly. It is. It fits right in there. Mike says, chance to win $100. Can you name 5 QBS who won quarterbacks who won 2+ Super Bowls before the 2000s? Well, 5. Fuck. No, I can't. Joe Montana. What's the Dolphins guy? I can't think of his name. For the Dolphins. Pat Marino? Something Marino. Dan Marino. That's 2. I said 2+. I lost. I can't think right now. Trevor says, I love my CRDM, but PRC is definitely next purchase. Yeah, PRCs are sweet, but just they're so expensive. Like that PRC is it's not expensive compared to like a 338 or a 50 BMG, but that's at about a little over $3 a bullet. Let's see. 1 minute. Yeah, I lost, Mike. Damn it. Stitch says no. Okay. 1 is so much cheaper as well. Yes. Clock starts now. Damn it. Bruce says 6.5 PRC is like a Magnum version of 6.5 Creamer. It is. 100%. It is. Actually, all the PRCs are like a Magnum version of its counterpart. Like the 300 PRC. Oh, shit's on a 300 would make. Giles, what's going on? I've been good. Chance win $100. Can you name 5? Okay, so it didn't start yet though, right? Do you want an elf trigger? Do you? What? I don't have any ARs where I could put it in right now. Yeah, unless I built one out, then I might want one. But I am. Wait, is it free? Do you want me to review it? I'll do that. Yes, of course I do. 6.5 Creamer is nasty. That's wild to think about. That's wild. It's what do you mean? 6.5 Creamer is awesome. It's cheap and it goes. It's great. My buddy owns a company. I can get you one sent out. Yes, I do. Yes, and I will review it and I will shout it out. Now, which AR do I take a trigger out of? Yes, I will definitely try it. And I'll give him a good review even if I don't like it. Tell him that. But I'm pretty sure I will like it. 6.5, let's see. Whoa. If he wants anything else reviewed, let me know. Theo says, no homework tonight. He had wisdom wisdom tooth pulled. Oh, and observing surgery tomorrow. Oh my God, that hurts. I had all my wisdom taken out. And you know what? When I had one taken out, right? Because I had this fucking nasty ass cavity in there. Like, I don't know how I lived with it for so many years back there. But it was at the top, so it didn't hurt as much. After I got taken out, and I was like, okay, we'll leave another 3. I don't want to go through it again. I had to. And I was like, hey, can you guys just throw all 3? Can you pull all 3 at once? They're like, no. Your whole face would be like, no. I'm like, I don't care. But they wouldn't do it. Fuckers. Alex says, Sap, my boy. Hi from Russia. Hello, fellow Russian. Like and subscribe, brother. Trevor says, do it. Let us find out. Troy and Joe. Oh, okay. Dan, what? Montana and Aikman. Oh, God. Oh, duh. Troy Aikman. Fucking stupid. God damn it. Well, that was only 3 I would have known of. And I was really thinking hard. Let's see. Andrew says, how can I turn my 360 XL into an AR and WSA, bro? Save me. Well, you can get a Raider. Stick it in a Flux Raider. This thing. It's not an AR, but you can make it a little PCC style. You get a Flux Raider for it. Otherwise, I'm sure someone sells some kind of AR conversion kit. Maybe. Bruce says, we're basically discussing increased case capacity going from 6 arc, 6.5, or 6.5 Grendel. Well, 6 arc's better than Grendel, sorry. Greater than 6.5, greater than 6 PSR with same caliber bullets that go from 100 grain in 6 arc up to 100 grain in PRC. Yes, correct. Theo says, at Stitch 4568, the GOAT? I thought I was the GOAT. Who am I competing against? Trevor says, Andrew, that's a ridiculous question. Andrew says, don't say it's ridiculous, argue against it. Wait, what did he say? Oh, I wouldn't say it's ridiculous. You can do it. Because they make AR style conversion kits for the Glocks. You know what, Andrew? I think I might know of a company that has one. There's no platform that turns AR. Well, yeah, in AR style. I'm gonna have to call him. Flat or curve says, well. Okay, so here's the truth. So flat triggers look cooler. Curved triggers are better. Sorry. I have a lot of curved triggers. Or flat triggers. Actually, like, they're almost all flat. However, I do like the feel of my Staccato C2 curved trigger versus like a flat trigger with no texturing. Now, this Atlas trigger in here is flat, but it has knurling on the front of it. So I guess I should say I do like it because when you index, you're always at the same spot. There's never a chance of you putting your finger higher or lower for a different trigger pull. It's just not going to happen because it's curved. Which is why the Hypertex, the competition ones, has that little pad. So you always put your finger in the same spot. So I do prefer curved, but I like to look better of flat. Okay. What is this? Says Trevor. Philosophy? Yes, of course it is. It's everything class. Bruce says, Andrew, no, legally, no. Andrew says, no, legally, but you can get, okay. There you go. What Bruce said. No, legally, but you can get Bear Creek bolt action rifles in Washington with legal Milsec AR lowers. Get Sharp says, where are those knives you were shipping for me to sharpen? Oh, they're still up there. Asian Rambo, I am. Liu Kang says, this is how we live the American way. Yes, Liu Kang. I'm your Shang Tsung. Edge says no ads, no ads for a stock and long barrel, or is it too prepared to modify? Well, like then I don't think there is one if you want the 16-inch barrel. The only place I know that does that is for a Glock, and that's Meta Tactical. They actually have a 16-inch barrel that goes into a Glock, so it looks like the gun from Joker. If you've seen every single one of my videos, you would have seen that video. I used to have it, and I pulled it out like the Joker. But that's like 1,000 videos ago. Justice Terry Bradshaw. How the fuck do I forget that? Right? Get Sharp says, only gun I love, CZ SPO1 Shadow. Well, I have the SPO1 Tactical. Right there. Henry says some Mexican stuff, thanks. I think. I don't know. Starbucks 2? Starbucks? I don't know who that is. God, you guys are so smart. Best 9mm CCW. I don't think there's a best. That just depends on the shooter. Bruce says Roger Staubach, and who was the guy from the Finns in the 70s? I don't know. Andrew says thanks. You're welcome. Justin says in boot camp they pulled some guys' wisdoms if they were simple pulls. Fucking crazy. Poor dudes got like 2 days of light duty. Them back at it. Then back at it. I'm good on that. This is, what would you say is the best model for a 357 mag? Again, I love my Rhino. I do love it. My Dan Wesson has interchangeable barrels, so I can go from 8 to 3. I think I have a 3-inch barrel in there. That's cool, but I don't know. I don't know. Mustang says, what do you think about KFC chicken? I love it. KFC or Popeyes? Ooh, God. They're both so good. If you get the spicy KFC and it's fresh, granted they're both fresh. I do like Popeyes better as a whole. I do like it. I love KFC too. Sorry. Dan Marino 112. Oh, Giles, I suck. 86 Blackout is a miracle round. It's pretty cool. I have yet to own one. I don't know if I'm gonna own one. Yeah, I don't know. It is cool though. Bruce says 6 arc and 6 gun are the same case, both same case as the AK. Yes, they are, but the 6 arc has better ballistics than the Grendel. Screamy says, how are your skills? Well, like in what? Like, I don't shoot long range competitively, but I'm pretty good at it. Decent. I shoot competitively in pistols. I would be, in USPSA, I'd be ranked A class. I'm not a grandmaster. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see. What's a dork? I was asking if you want wasted my time. Dork, I was asking if you want flat or curved, so you want curved. His curved is fucking better, and I am more natural. I get it. So you agree? Yeah, I would get curved. Wait. Will, hold on. Can you ask if, or can you see if there's an elf trigger for the MPX? Oh, I compete with that gun. So if you will, please, ask if he has a trigger for the MPX. Any trigger, I don't care. Just a good trigger he wants to promote. Or for the MP5. Ah, man. Thank you, Will. Rich says, Glock banned in California. That sucks. Theo says, yo, Pete, do you have a P.O. box? I got a patch from the Hammer team, NOLA SWAT, and Hazmat for the wall. It's not as cool as a 2-mile pew. Whoa. Oh, well, if you email, Meter 3 will get back to you to an address you can send it to. A business. That'd be awesome, Theo. Thank you. Bruce says, Trevor, 86 Black is very interesting with the 1 and 2 twist. Looking forward to see Mora's subsonic round spinning 1 and 3rd. Trevor says, scary as fuck. Could you imagine getting hit with that shit? I can't plug that hole. Medic! No thank you. Ken says, just got a 2K11. Kimber, what do you think about it? God, you guys just love to troll me. The 2K11 is sweet. It's awesome. It is a phenomenal gun. Stylistic says, ni hao, ni hao. Stylistic, is this a new name or do I know you? I don't remember that icon. Dusty says, I prefer to get chicken and mashed potatoes from KFC, then go to then go to Popeyes and Biscuits and put them together, then get a gallon of sweet tea from Churches. Dusty, you live in a state where you have all three? Church's biscuits are fucking awesome. With that whatever shit they put on top of their biscuits. Oh, man. Will says, I run the elf. Alright, yes. Curved MPX. It is on, people. Whatever this place is, whatever the company is called, just wait till the videos come out. It's my new #1 company. What state do you live in? Harry asks. Harry, I am in the great United States of Brazil. To Africa. Oh no, I don't want to read that. Will says, doesn't work in MCX. Okay, no, MPX, yes. But 100% will work in the MPX. Okay, good. I literally want to. Okay. Because I know you can technically put AR-15 triggers in MPX. Yeah. But if you have it and it's working, then that's all I need to hear. That's all I need to hear. Trevor's waving again. Hi, Trevor. Felix says, for the first sec, I thought you are cartel. No, I'm not. I'm Yakuza. They're different. Cartels, well, I guess if you think I'm Mexican, yes, I can. Okay, I can see that. I can see that. Sonic says, honey on the church. Yes, that is so good. You got to realize I don't have a churches where I'm from. So, to you guys that grew up with churches, you're like, it's just churches. Well, not to me. To me, it's gold. Justice F. No, I want a snack. Assholes. I know, Justin. Can someone please let me know if Taco Bell is still doing the 2K menu? I need to know. Like now. Toll Muncher says, hi. Sickman says, you ever lacking? No, ever, never. JS says hi. Will says, need a heavier hammer and spring that's used in the AR-10 version. Trust me. For it to work in an MCX or MPX? Okay, I trust you. Will, I'm good. Harry says, did you just say Brazil to Africa? Yes, I did. I actually said the great United States of Brazil to Africa. Thank you, Harry. I think you're probably the first to actually call me out on that one. I like it. What's up, JS? I'm a Babylonian and Azrianian. I like it. Trevor says, full gang. Felix says, because the all of the guns behind? Why, yes. It's Jasmine says, yo, your background is beautiful. I like guns and weapons toys. Well, thank you. Please like and subscribe. They are real. Let's see. Will says, look up Elf Tactical and check this stuff out. Okay. So you know what? Actually, I'm gonna have to save it somewhere. No, I'm gonna remember it. Elf Tactical. I'll remember it. I'll just type in Elf Tactical trigger. Sir says, Justin, same, and it's early morning, so now I'm starving. So hungry I could eat a crotch off a low-flying bird. I like it, Sir Bliss. Tom G says, I feel threatened by your wall. Ni hao, look away. Sick Maid says, my brother, that's what I like to hear. PPWW, you need a Baja Blast pie. Just get one and type. What is that? I will, Justin, 100%. Will says, what days are the streams normally? Will, every day. Normally, every day. So the question is, when are you not streaming? Sometimes, not every day. I stream every day, usually. It'll be like if there'll be one night I won't do it because something's going on. But it's like at least 5 nights out of the week. I gotta get to bed. I worked 15 hours today, installed salad dishes. I beat. Hey, good night. Will, you go to sleep. Thank you for everything. Thank you, seriously. It's my pleasure meeting you. My honor. How do you guys say it? It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure, people. And get to sleep. Sweet dreams of Pistol Pete worldwide. Diva says, you ever listened to Pistol Pete sing by D12 Devils? No, I have not. Bro has a whole arsenal and is still worried about giving away the state he lives in. For family, I have 3 beautiful children, very young, and my wife. If it was just me, I don't give a shit. I wish a mother would. It's time! That's what I say. A lot of people will be like, I wish a mother would. I don't say that. I say it's time. When it's about to go down, it's time. So yes, I wish it was time. However, I can't wish that when my kids are here. It's their safety, not mine. Let's see. The song matches your theme. Diva, I might have to listen to that. If you read Bible, you would know about... Oh, yeah, I do not read the Bible. I'm sorry. And weapons that made... They also made mirrors and library and weapons. Okay, thank you for that. And they made the wheel. Nice. I'll take my A2 carry sights over a red dot. I wouldn't because I can't see. Trevor, if you would have met me 3 years ago, I did not have one red dot. I'm an Iron Man. I still train with my irons, but my eyes have gotten really bad. I need that dot. I guess I say, yeah, I need it. I don't want it, I need it. But otherwise, I just point shoot. Will says, only pistols? No, I got ARs and bolts, and yeah. I just don't have enough room on the wall. There's no more wall. You know, then I could expand it in front of me, but it's like, okay, well, then now I give you a 360 view of the room. Gibson says, are those all... No, they're real. Wait, are those all airsoft, or where are some of them? No, they're real. Ban... Here it says, Ban Ko Sokang. Barry, I don't know what that means. Diva says, what are those guns behind? My stupid ass thought it was a wallpaper. No, those are real guns. They're real guns, Diva. Diva? 6 says, Harry S. It's better to avoid a problem in the first place than have to deal with it with lethal force unless that choice is taken from me. Yes, correct. Will says, night, bro. Email me back when you can. I will. Thank you so much. Just as if you Have the Baja Blast pie out near you, get one at the bell. 2K Mania is still good near me. Fucking right. I didn't know they had the Baja Blast pie. I know they brought back the Caramel Apanada, which is fire. I'm salivating. I'm sorry, guys. Nice Wall says, Will. Thank you, Will. Trevor says, I mean, in shit to hit fans here, not comp. Wait, Trevor, did I miss something from Trevor? Oh, up there, yeah. Yeah, shit hit the fan comp is gonna be my Glock. The right wall is so scary. Oh, no. They're nice guns. Here he says, do you identify as a banana? No, I am an ammosexual. Oh, right here. I identify as an ammosexual, people. It's 2025. You have to respect what I identify as. And that's me. Sir Blitz says, were you born in the 1900s? Your eyesight goes for a ball of shit. So red dot helps crap ton. I was born in the 1900s, correct. Just as you take point shooting to a whole new level, though. Why do you say that, Justin? Why do you say that? I need to elaborate that, Justin. Yellow on the outside, white on the inside? I'm yellow and black. Just as I thought I could point shoot, you point shoot with no irons. Oh yeah, yes, I do. Yeah, because I can't see, so I had to perfect the craft, Justin. Sick Maid said, what are your thoughts on a new 338 Norma? I don't have thoughts on it because I never shot that one. MG's popping up all over the place. If you get a chance, check out the Ohio Ordnance Reaper. That gun is insane. I will. Deva says, I'm planning to learn about guns from scratch, literally from scratch. Where do I start from? Please do give me a head start about basic gun knowledge. That really helps me get started. A class. Definitely a class. Just to get your feet wet. And they're going to kind of pump you with a lot of info. But as long as you get that, in your head, when you hear it again, you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember. And it's easier to learn, but I can't really, you get these guys started in here, it's going to be a lot. But yeah, a class or like a video of a class. Just watch it and see. They'll teach you about like the universal rules. I call it the universal rules. I don't know if there really is a universal rule. I don't know what other countries are saying, but I call it the universal rule. So if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But this is Pistol Pete's stream, okay? So the 4 universal rules is, and this is what I say, is you always keep your finger off the trigger, okay, on the gun. Second is always keep the gun pointed down range. Third is don't shoot something you're not willing to destroy. And 3, know what's behind, or 4, know what's behind your target. I just call that the universal rules because I think everyone should know that. Now, there's obviously more rules than that, but those are the 4 most important in my eyes. If you're talking about like gun fundamentals, like how to hold the gun, I would just I can go on for like 17 hours on how to hold a pistol correctly. Because you can go on YouTube and you'll get 100 different ways to hold a gun. And I mean it. I've seen them. And I'm like, yeah, okay, you idiot. Because they're just listening to someone else say it and they're trying to repeat it on their channel to get views. And it's usually not correct. It's usually just Oh, hand high on the gun. Use this piece of meat and stick it right here. Dude, there's like way more than that than just those two principles, you idiots. Sorry. It really gets me going about how to hold a pistol. Anyways, yeah. I'd take a class. So Stylist says, do you like gauges? If so, what's your top pick? I am. I don't know. For some reason, I really like tactical looking shotguns. I'm not a shotgun guy, so you guys can go on there and tell them what you think your favorite is. I don't have a favorite. I do like the Beretta A300 though. I really like the knurling on the foregrip. Otherwise, I do like just tactical looking like Mossbergs, but I don't know much about them. I am not a shotgun guy. Let's see. Are you like 3rd gen Viet? 2nd gen? I don't know. My parents came from Vietnam. So what would that be? 1st gen or 2nd gen? I understand it completely. It's like when I try to say it, it sounds like, you know, when you take like let's say like an African from their country who can barely speak English, but they know just enough, and you stick them here and then you talk to them. It's like, huh? And you're like, oh, okay, I think I understand what you're saying. They're speaking English, but you can barely understand it. You know, the accent. That's me in Vietnamese. You made the video shooting with nothing noting on the. Just says you made the video shooting with nothing on the slide. Oh yeah, that was this gun. This gun. I had another gun I did it with. Yeah, so I really think point shooting is important. And what Justin's referring to is I made a video where I'm showing people that I can hit the target at at almost any distance without irons. It was like I'm 50 yards. I think it was like 30 yards and 50 yards, and I think I tried it at 100. I don't remember. I gotta watch the video again. But yeah, I can point and shoot, and that's basically shooting without irons or a red dot. And Justin, you're gonna be able to do that too soon because we're gonna meet up. Trevor says, best nightcap in a while. Thanks, Pete. You have a saint's name. God bless you. Hey, thank you for tuning in, Trevor. What's up, Robert? Welcome back. Trevor says, peace, gentlemen. Diva says, I'm not from U.S., but anything online will work. I'm not. Oh, okay. What's up, Unc? What's up, El Unico? Like, sub nephew. Like it, sub nephew. Sir Bliff says, treat every air fryer is loaded. That one. That one too. I forgot about that one. Sorry. Sir Bliff, thank you. So there's 5. There's always one in the chamber. I've heard this quote. Yes. That is a main one, guys. So that is 5 universal. Always treat the gun as if it was loaded. Yes. What's up, Pat? Can you say my name? Rosie, if you like and subscribe, yes. Explaining. Alex says, no fucking way. Is that a ray gun? It is. But that ray gun doesn't shoot bullets. It's a torch. It is a torch. Yes, it is. What do you prefer, slugger pellets? I like them both. I don't have a preference. I mean, if it was like in the house and self-defense, I would probably take pellets. I just noticed the katana. Yes, I do. And then there's a white one over there from, I think, Demon Slayer. The sword has like notches. Like, it looks like razor blades on it. But it's, yeah. Homie got a ray gun. I'm subscribing. Oh, thank you, Alex. If you murder someone, what would you do to the body? Corrupted? This is live, corrupted. Can you say my name? Rosie, like and subscribe. That's how they call. It says, oh, okay. Pat says, Rosie, don't spam. He will get to you. Yes, Show me them guns. I want to see them guns, Adam says. They're all on my channel. I'm shooting them all on my channel. I can't take the gun off the wall if that's what you're asking. If I do that, I'll get banned. He says, when I grip my pistol, I have my right thumb resting on the manual safety. Do you think that's a bad form? I do not. I feel like it helps with recoil, and it makes sure my safety is off. Yeah, that is, especially in a 2011, you actually want that. You definitely don't want it underneath the safety. That's like, I don't mean to offend anyone to say, but that's retarded. You actually want it on the safety. 14 says, is that a VP9 SK? No. That's a VP9L. That's a VP9 match. And then I have another VP9, but that's the VP9 that just, that stays in a special place in case I need it. Thanks for a lot of knowledge. Thank you. Thank you, Dev. Watching from India. Well, welcome. I am finally caught up, people. I've been doing this for about 3.5 hours. I got to get to bed because I got to wake up in about 4. You guys make it fun for me. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow night. Same time, same place. I'll be right here. And we'll keep the things going. What are your thoughts on triple action handguns like the Daewoo K5? I'm not familiar with that. Man, it sounds sick. I'm so used to having my thumb on a manual safety that any gun without manual safety feels wrong. Pistol pizza, silly gooses, Trevor. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Your trigger pull kind of dictates where this thumb goes right here. I tell people that if you this can go on and on and on and on and on and on and on, because trigger pull also is dependent on your hands, your finger length. This length right here depends your trigger pull, your length of pull. And if you're shooting like a big ass 2011 and you got short stubby fingers, like some of these YouTubers I see on there, their grip is kind of fucked up. But they have to have a fucked up grip to shoot a gun that's not made for their hand. That makes sense? So, yeah, this is a lot. We can go for hours and hours and hours. But I got to go. I got to get some sleep. Let's see. Thanks, Pete chat. Thank you, Sir Blith. Good night, brother. Hey, you guys are awesome. Thank you. This is Gang Gang, Amosexual Style. And I will be back tomorrow. So thank you so much. And you can say good night to... Oh, my God. Did you see my Labubu? Look at my big Labubu. Hold on. This thing's stuck on it. Look at the big Labubu. So this Labubu I got in Chinatown. And we call it Francis because this is kind of gross, but... yeah. Put that away, Labubu. All right, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night. I hate these goodbyes. I don't know what to say. Say safe, stay strapped. All that stuff, okay? Good night, guys.